Ah, another subscriber.
Happy Saturday! Welcome into another Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 live stream. What is going on with the terminals here? Likely a Sim Update 4 issue because I don't remember ever seeing this happen to Raleigh. But look at all the planes. Holy smokes! Raleigh is loaded with planes this morning. And I thought today was Sunday. So I'm kind of excited because, you know, I have technically now today and tomorrow my final days on vacation. Thinking that today was Sunday, I thought it was the last day of vacation days. So welcome on in. Nate, yes, it's out. It came out yesterday about, well, for me, 4:30 p.m. Central Time. So we are going to be using this fantastically sounding sound pack from the Boris man himself. Not boring, but Boris. The 777 from PMDG. And, well, yesterday I popped on in because it seemed super exciting. And, well, I want to hear what it was. I want to do it live in person. I think that's the best experience you can possibly get for any new add-on, is if you just don't listen to it beforehand or see much videos beforehand and go in there just plain and get the expectations that we are going to be getting today with this flight. And this airport is popping. Raleigh is popping. We got a Frontier, I think, over there. We have someone taking off over here. Look at that. What is that, a Delta? Yep, that's Delta. Look at that. I tell you what. I was one... Yeah, P2, I can't see you either. I don't know what's going on. The damn servers. Sim Update 4, we were trying, what was it, a week ago or 2 weeks ago, we were trying multiplayer and having issues with it, and it's been so sporadic for me. Like, from time to time, I'll see someone, and then other times I won't. Most times, I will not, honestly. And let's look at my settings real quick here, just to make sure everything is good. We got West server, multiplayer is on, yeah, so it's just, the servers are just really bad. That's why I'm not, like, trying to schedule any multiplayers until Sim Update 4 is officially out, or if I have to roll back to Sim Update 3, which I hope to never happen, because Sim Update 4 has been pretty damn impressive overall with this performance. It would be just a shame to go back. An absolute shame to have to go back. Okay, so this morning I had to add in more credits for Beyondatc because I was getting low. I was down to about 60,000, and I don't want to take a chance, especially during the stream, to lose premium voices. And I really like premium voices. Okay, so today, like I said, we're going to do the PMDG 777 with the Boris sound pack. We did a stream last night, just randomly popped up because it came out, and I was shocked like so many other people. But as the sound pack came out, the news started flooding through social media, and then eventually onto the site, the Flight Sim News websites. And so, yeah, it officially came out about 4 or so p.m. Central Time yesterday. It may be earlier. That's around what I've noticed it and started seeing messages pop up all over the interwebs. If you've not heard it yet, it is pretty damn impressive. So the first flight today is a short one. It's going to be Raleigh to Norfolk. And they actually call it's weird because I was looking up how do you say this properly, Norfolk, and some people say almost like it sounds like a swear word. We'll hear what Beyondatc says, but I guess it depends on if you live there, if you're born and raised there. Stefan, welcome in. If you're born and raised there, then apparently you say it a certain way, which sounds more like a swear word. If you're not, then you say it like I do, Norfolk. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But again, today is all about the Soundpack. It is truly amazing. So if you own the 777, or if you own any of the other aircrafts that Boris has made Soundpacks for, there's a Citation, or sorry, Cirrus, there's a Cessna, there is the PMG 737, and then the CRJ. If you own any of those planes, his Soundpacks are a must-have, at least if you fly those planes. I obviously have the Cirrus and the Cessna since they're built into the sim, but I don't ever fly them, so I don't own the Soundpacks for those. But if you fly them a lot, it is highly recommended to get this incredible Soundpack you're going to witness and hear today. Now, I'm not going to have it blasting like I did yesterday, just because, well, I'm assuming at this point you've heard most of it, but it's really, really cool. I did a flight last night. I think it might be technically the longest flight I've ever done in the sim. Honestly, truly. It was from Memphis to Orlando. I talked about doing that one on the stream yesterday, actually. And so I ended up doing it. I was going to skip it, but I was like, you know what? Hell with it. Let's do it. Plus, I wanted to watch a documentary, which I posted in Discord, but it's the John Candy I Like Me documentary. It's on Amazon Prime. And it truly is an amazing documentary. Ryan Reynolds, who is another Canadian, like John Candy, used his production maximum effort to, well, produce it. And really shows the character of John Candy. And it also highlights the struggles that people have in life. It's really, really interesting. J. Russ, welcome on in. It's really, I don't want to put a downer on the start of the stream by any means, but people deal with a lot of difficulty in life, and they don't show it. They really don't show it. And, you know, that's good and bad in certain aspects of life. It's great that you can hold in that negative feelings, but it's also bad to bottle in all that energy and that negativity, right? Sometimes it has to come out, and not in lashing people out, you know, not lashing it out to other people, but it needs to come out in some sort of form. And honestly, for me, all my health issues I've talked about so many times on the channel, I'm not going to talk about today, but that flight simming was how I got my negative feelings out of my body. It was just coping. It was a coping mechanism to allow me to relax in life. And, you know, John Candy didn't have nothing like that. He kept bottling it up, and he had so much pressure about being overweight and trying to be successful in Hollywood. And, you know, he rose to stardom so fast. Jesus. I was trying to talk, Delta. I was trying to talk. But yeah, anyways, if you like comedians, if you like John Candy's work, you know, it's a great documentary. And even if you don't like John Candy, like, it's still a great documentary, period. It's one of the best I've ever watched. So highly recommended if that's your thing. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into this cockpit here. We're in the sorry, I was gonna say the 737. We're in the 777 today, and I feel that we're gonna be in this plane for quite a bit here. So let's go ahead and request the SimBrief information. Now that we have that on board, let's go up here to the top. We're gonna go ahead and turn on the APU, get that firing up, get the IRSs aligning up, get the emergency exit armed, and then we're gonna get the window heat going as well. I go over here and get the cabin utility going, and then we're gonna go to auto, and then I like to get the lights working as well. Oh, not taxi. Even the switches, even something as small as like the switches are just hugely improved with the Soundpack from Boris. Truly, it's incredible what he's done. Okay, so let's go ahead and get Light Sim First Officer rolling as well. So download that from SimBrief. And I'm using the 777. And we're doing my profile. And let's go ahead and start the flight.
Good afternoon, Captain.
Good afternoon. Okay, and then let's get Beyondatc rolling. Clearance. Perfect. Let's get that going in the background.
FedEx 1433 Heavy on our way to Norfolk Airport.
Let me know if sounds are really weird, but since I had to mess with it yesterday, I want to make sure like I didn't break anything.
Cleared to Norfolk Airport. Herrick for departure with the feeble transition then is filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 1 tree 2.35. Squawk tree 522.
Cleared to Norfolk Airport.
Even like the little bings, you know, bing, bing, all that stuff is just incredible. What I'm thinking about doing is the second flight, we're going to take the Roy, oh my god. Oh, can't talk. Still can't say it. We're going to take the other engine out and do a 200 flight. So this is a freighter. We're going to do the 200 on the next flight. That's kind of what my plan is here. We're going to climb via the SID, so we're up to 17,000 for this flight. So I'm going to go ahead and just put in 17,000. It's a short hop, that's why we're getting low altitude. Still can't say it. Roll. It's like a complete idiot. 5 left for the departure. Execute. Performance in it. 0 fuel weight. Turn down my head. Holy cow, it's so loud. Okay, accept that. And we're going to do 1,700 here in the box. Perfect. To get our thrust, we go over here to the left. And then we can click. How did we figure it out yesterday? We click over here. Click that button there. And then we can go here. And go to performance. 5 left. Import. I'm surprised they don't have a headache after listening to the Soundpack so loud yesterday. 48 for the temp. Takeoffs, flaps 5. CGs are set. Trims 5. Alright, clear all this jazz. Alright, let's see what we got. I do like the Boris headset. Oh yeah. When you're up in cruise, you can hit the button. Yeah, that's a good idea. To listen to the stream. Skybound, welcome on in. Yeah, that's a good idea. I should have done that yesterday. When I was listening to that documentary, I could have done that. I didn't think about that. Okay, the Hurricane 4. Feeble transition. Execute. Okay, so that's all set up, ready to go. Let's go up here to the top. APU's already fired up. Let's go hydraulics. Auto on these guys. And then fuel pumps. Perfect. And then let's go over here to the left. Oh, that's over here now. Let's go over here and go to parking brake. It's kind of broken for my setup. Alright, ground. We're going to release the ground power. Remove the chocks. Doors, we're going to arm them all. Okay, and then we can put this guy back over here. Bam. Okay, flight director is on. Let's see. P2, any luck? Let's see if I see P2 yet. No, I still don't see P2. Okay, let's see. Engine start flows. Seatbelt sign on.
Airspeed 0. Checked. Heading 5-6. Checked. Altitude 17000.
Still setting your controls? Okay. Gotcha.
Takeoff speeds V1 153, VR 155, V2 160. Checked.
I may have to disappear momentarily in a couple minutes. Well, in about 10-15 minutes.
Trim.
Have a little delivery coming, so I'll miss this leg ahead, so I'll use it to set up. Okay, gotcha.
Beacon lights.
We can do the next flight. The next flight I'm gonna do the 200, like I said. So our engine start time, and let's go request pushback and engine start.
1433 Heavy, request pushback.
Facing the southwest. Yes.
Pushback approved. Face southwest. FedEx 1433.
I always like when I was southwest and it's pushback and face southwest, you know, double southwest. I thought it was kind of funny. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. All right, we'll listen to it on the inside for this first one. For the first engine, number 2. Rotation's looking good. Introduce some fuel.
United 1348, Gate Charlie Tree taxi via Delta Bravo Foxtrot.
Gate Charlie Tree via Delta Bravo Foxtrot, United 1348.
Engine 2 started.
Engine 2 is good to go. All right, so we'll listen to the outside for engine number 1. Even the flap sounds are really cool.
Engines.
Cockpit from ground.
Go ahead.
All fuel and cargo data have been uploaded. Weight and balance falls within allowable limits.
Man, so cool. So cool.
Please advise when you're ready for pushback.
All right, engine number 1 is good to go. APU
Copy.
bleed is off. Or sorry, APU is off. Taxi lights are on. Let's go on down here. Raleigh ground, FedEx 1433, heavy rated taxi to the active. Taxi, or checklist time. Oxygen, flight instruments, parking brake, fuels, good to go. Normal. V speeds are set and checked, right? Let's verify that.
Bravo 1, FedEx
Set and checked.
1433,
Pre-flight good, trim 5.
All engines stabilized.
So trim 5, right? Yeah, trim 5, so set trim. Alright, trim is set, perfect. After start checklist.
Off.
And so that's all good to go. Go to normal. Anti-ice, good. Recalls, set, checked. Flight controls, we'll be doing that here momentarily. Ground equipment, clear. Taxi checklist.
Taxi lights. On.
Flaps
Anti-ice.
are set.
Set.
And then we're going to do after check. Alright, after takeoff checklist next.
Auto brakes. Rejected takeoff.
Interesting observation.
control
Phoenix
test.
and PMDG aircrafts can navigate turns correctly when accelerating 4x,
Neutral.
but any boats
Neutral.
cannot. Oh, interesting.
Full forward. Full back.
The fly with Lado. Welcome in. Are you in Sim Update 4? Yes. Heard that it is. Hold on. What did you say? Let me move my thingy over.
Endeavor 5456.
I heard that the 777 is buggy in that. No issues with it. No issues with it in Sim Update 4. At least yet. Knock on wood. Alright, let's go ahead and accelerate.
Face southwest. Endeavor 5456.
So again, we're also using flight, what's it called? FS Realistic. I love it. Freaking awesome, man. This is not a paid sponsorship. I bought it with my own free money like a year ago. Fantastic. I should reach out to them and see if I can get some codes though. Maybe I can get some codes and give them out to the community. They're good lads. They gave me a code before for Sim Haptic, which I still need to give out. I personally am preferring FS Realistic over Real Turb. And not because one's better than the other, it's just my own personal preference. But I like... Let's see, we're taking Foxtrot all the way down? Yeah. I like the shaking in the cockpit. I know you can use both of them. Maybe I can do that on this one. Maybe I'll use both of them on this one. I'll turn it on right now. Let's see. Real Turb. Alright, Real Turb is running in the background now. That's the best thing about a Stream Deck, which Will now is part of. Push of a button and you can launch whatever you want.
Endeavor 5456. Request taxi.
Endeavor 5456, runway 5 left taxi.
Jay says, SimUpdate 4 and 777 seems to be fine. Yeah, no issues on my end. I haven't heard anyone, at least here in the streams, about the 777 with SimUpdate 4. It was really interesting, though, because I did a test flight the other day. I was talking about it, but I did it with the ERJ, the Flight Sim Studios ERJ. And on initial load into the airport, the FPS was substantially high, so I thought maybe that plane was broken with SimUpdate 4. But on further research, that did not seem to be the case. It seemed like it was just a bug with my system. So we're supposed to be, what are we, I'm confused with this where, are we actually on? Yeah, we're on Foxtrot.
5 left.
It's interesting that the taxi signs are off. I think I might have to look at the other Raleigh airport. I'm not quite sure which one I have. I always forget, but I don't have the latest. Yeah, I'm on Foxtrot. Okay, now it says Foxtrot. I don't have the latest. I guess it is right. It's Foxtrot and then Bravo's over there. Okay, never mind. I don't have whoever made the latest Raleigh. I don't have, because this one's been fine. But now my question is, this issue, is this SimUpdate 4? Or is this a Raleigh issue at this airport? You know what I mean? This is, I don't remember ever seeing that issue happen before. So I think we're gonna strike this Delta. I'm gonna put it up towards being a SimUpdate 4 issue. I feel like we should be on Bravo. But they gave me Foxtrot Bravo 1. I'm having issues only with the radios on VATSIM. That's why I'm asking. Oh, interesting, with the radios on VATSIM. Are they not tuning or what? Now, I use Beyondatc, and I have it set for auto-tune. But I can also change the radios, and it seems to be working fine on my end. But again, I'm with Beyondatc, so I don't know about VATSIM. I watched 757 Spy, but he's still on SimUpdate 3, sorry. Lots of jetway issues in SimUpdate 4. I've had many airports where the jetways are floating. Oh, okay. So it's an issue with SimUpdate 4. It's not the Raleigh. Okay, cool. I didn't want to spend money on another Raleigh. Alright. Landing lights, it says. Landing lights coming on. On. Oh, yeah, this plane has an issue with the landing lights. Or with Flight Sim First Officer. It doesn't seem to detect it. Raleigh Tower, FedEx 1433, heavy, ready to go, runway 5 left. Landing lights on. Yeah, it's all on. Whoa, JetBlue's coming in. It's okay, I'm sure it's an issue with SimUpdate 4. Probably. Alright, we're holding here for that JetBlue. Coming in for the arrival.
FedEx 1433 heavy, runway 05 left, line up and wait.
Alright, 05 left, line up and wait.
Runway 05 left, line up and wait. FedEx 1433.
Alright, Hurricane 4 departure. So we're gonna just follow straight out pretty much. They're probably gonna give us runway heading. Stormy's our first approach up here.
Raleigh Tower, continue. Wilco, Avilo 327.
Alright, we're lined up. I saw that JetBlue exit there, so we should get clearance to take off here momentarily.
FedEx 1433 heavy, Raleigh Tower, wind 020 at 10, gust 17, fly heading 090.
Stabilized.
Runway 5 left, cleared for takeoff.
Thrust set.
Traffic 1 mile final. Keep it rolling.
1 mile. 1 mile. Oh my god. 1 mile final. Haul your ass, FedEx. Let's go. That plane's gonna have to go around. 1 mile. That's crazy. I've never heard it that close. I've heard 5 mile, 6 mile. 1 mile. 1 mile final. I'm guessing it probably shouldn't have had me hold short. I mean, line up and wait.
Rotate.
Alright, get off the ground. Alright, we're off the ground. I'm not here to go around. Gear going up. Man, these sounds. Alright, up to 400 feet, then we can go ahead and swing over to the right. a wee bit bumpy up here this morning.
For 100 feet.
Let's go to heading mode.
Vertical navigation on.
Contact rally departure.
Contact Rayleigh departure FedEx 1433 Heavy.
Flaps up 1 notch.
Rayleigh departure FedEx 1433 Heavy. Good day 1000 for 100.
Jesus, the fog here.
Flaps 1.
FedEx 14.
Acceleration altitude.
Rally departure, radar contact. Clear direct Stormy, resume the Herrick 4. Climb and maintain 1010,000.
Alright, we're direct to Stormy now.
Cleared direct Stormy. Resume the Hurric 4.
Alright, it's going down here. Stormy, perfect, grand.
FedEx 1433 Heavy.
Let's do, make sure it's direct, good. And then we're gonna go LNAV,
Navigation on.
perfect. That might have been the issue you were having, J. Russ. I don't know if you're in here yet still, but I know you were talking about in chat, the direct 2. So sometimes if you have it still on heading mode, it won't pull up the next waypoint. Even though it's showing up here, it may not show it, and it may not pull the direct.
Flaps.
Alright, go AP on.
Gear. Up.
Whew.
Autopilot on.
That's a fun departure. Look at the clouds, dude. That's gorgeous. Alright, we don't have a lot of time here. We have to get things set up pretty quickly for the arrival. So we're going to expect runway 5 into Norfolk. So, approach runway 5, ILS 5. We're not doing this. Oh, yeah, we are. Drone 2 via drone. Perfect. Execute. Via drone. There's drone there. There's vectors there. Perfect. Okay, we have that all set up. Let's go to minimum setup as well. This is a really, really short flight. Really, really short. So we got to make sure we're way ahead of the game. Minimum is a 226. (226).
FedEx 1433. Heavy contact Washington Center. 118.
All right, 226 minimums are set. Okay, everything else looks good. We're looking good.
FedEx 1433 Heavy.
Let's go ahead down here. That's still on that. Perfect. Okay, looking good. After takeoff checklist is completed. Let's go to normal.
Heavy. Good day. Leaving 7,800.
All right, now we're on descent. Perfect. Coming up on 10,000 feet. J. Russ says I'm here. Yeah, not sure what happened the other day. The last 2 flights have been good. Okay, that's good. I'm sure it was an Airbus pilot mistake. It happens. All these planes, there's so many different, you know, buttons and switches to click.
Altimeter 3007. FedEx 1433 Heavy.
And they're all unique upon themselves.
FedEx 1433 Heavy, contact.
All right, coming up on 10,000 feet. Landing lights are getting ready to come off.
Center 135.3. FedEx 1433 Heavy.
The weather's supposed to be pretty clear in Norfolk. I got IFR conditions, so that's the good news.
9,900 for 17,000.
Why does this say off? Now, I didn't turn those off. Does it turn it off? What the hell? Stop it. Alright, I have something broken for sure. I gotta keep an eye on this. I have something broken with my profile on this plane. Okay, so runway 5's looking to be a straight-in arrival. Washington Center, FedEx 1433 Heavy. Hey, just wondering, what's our arrival runway today? These Boris Soundpacks are going to make me invest in WinWing Boeing stuff.
FedEx 1433 Heavy, arrival runway at Norfolk International is runway 05.
Cool. All right, runway 5. Perfect. I'm happy enough with my FCU, my Airbus FCU stuff. I'll stick with that. The Boeing stuff is cool, and it would be cool to have. Like, let's look at it real quick. Let's not look at it real quick. I think that's dangerous. all right. Let's just window shop for just a little bit here. We're gonna window shop. Okay. So here is the window shopping. Here's the glare shield. Holy smokes, $419. Dang. But this comes with everything, right? Yeah. Can you buy just... They don't just sell the middle panel? I thought they sold just the middle panel. The autopilot. I don't want the whole damn thing. Store combo. Let's go to store. Oh, maybe I was in the wrong one. Okay, I was in the wrong one. Okay, here we go. Okay. This is what's coming some point down the road. Okay, so we got EFIS, McDo. Yeah, it looks like it's the whole... That's the whole glare shield. Interesting. So if I buy this, of course I'd want to get that. So I guess it's going to be $300. It would be cool. It would be cool. But this is so long. I suppose if when I get the... What's the difference between these two? This one's a lot of money. This is the 3N PAP mag for $226. And this one is $170. What the hell's the difference? It looks the same. Yeah, what's the difference between these two? Might as well go with this one. Man, it would be cool. But maybe when I get the WinWing stuff, the throttle quadrant, it will open up space on my desk. I can angle it. The other one has a magnetic... Oh, really? Disconnect? Really? Oh, this here. Okay, I see. I see. Interesting. Magnetic version. Fascinating. So this one like automatically does it, right? I'm assuming this one doesn't. So you have to make sure you mess with that every time. Manual on and off while operating. Accurate logic. Oh, fascinating. Oh man, we gotta get out of this store. I have no money. We have to get out of that store. It's dangerous. Okay, top of descent is already right there, so let's prepare for that. Runway 5 arrival. Looks like altitude-wise, we're going to be at about 2100. I'll go ahead and pop that in the box here. Oh man, that's dangerous. I want that so bad. I really do. The other one has a switch. Okay, got that. And then I'm trying to consider if I can set up for an easy swap out with my Boeing setup. Ooh. And then J rusted the magnetic switch. Okay, I gotcha. Interesting. The magnetic switch should be cool, but it's also a lot more money. A lot more money. I'd be fine with the standard. I would be fine with the standard. I see your plane in the sim tablet, but not visually. What? What the heck is the Sobo doing?
Washington Center, JetBlue 1883, descending via tackle 2, 16,500 feet.
Man, that'd be so cool to have. Alright, top of the sense, just getting close to us here. Alright, where's my delivery at? Arriving. So I was supposed to get here like 10 minutes ago. Got pushed back. That's fine. Okay, cool. That's fine, actually. That works out better. Alright, so everything's set up, ready to go. So I have Real Cat Turbon, and I also have FS Realistic on, which I should probably share, because I was going to share my profiles for that in... let's see, how do you copy profile? Share profile. Lex. Okay, so if you go into FS Realistic now, you should be able to find my profile. It's under Lex Stereo. So you should be able to find it for the 777. And you can also link other profiles as well. But yeah, so I now have my profile set up for this plane. I see Lex 2. I'm way out over the pond right now. See Irish 2.
1883, contact Raleigh, approach 127.675.
Contact Raleigh.
Irish is flying? Where's Irish at? He's not even in chat. What the hell?
FedEx 1433 Heavy, Washington Center, expect drone 2, runway 5.
We'll expect drone 2, runway 5. FedEx 1433 Heavy. You know, I remember when I first started switching my call signs, I struggled, but as time went on, I got a lot better. And I think a lot of it, of course, is right there for you to see with Beyondatc. Really big, and it's colored, right? You can pop it out really easily. I tried it when I was with even like FS HUD or SI. Like I just could not get it down. But I love that Beyondatc. It makes it super available. All right, we should be getting our descent instructions shortly. If we don't, we're going to request it. Keith says, "Have you had the?" Oh, I've had the PAP 3 for a few weeks. Sorry, Lex, but yep, you do want one. And I didn't get the magnetic switch. No regrets. Use it for the 737, 777, CRJ, and ATR. Oh man, Keith. Oh, I want it. I'm gonna get the measurements. I'm gonna get the measurements and see if I can make things work. I already have the idea where I'm gonna put the throttle quadrant from WinWing. I'm gonna put that on my little side desk I have here. I'm gonna have to put a weight on the bottom like P2 has because it's pretty wobbly. That would leave me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 10 inches. I might be able to put it on the side here.
Contact Washington Center 123.85. FedEx 1433 Heavy.
The quality was surprisingly good. I love the WinWing FCU and EFIS. I really, really do.
Heavy 17,000 feet.
I'm trying to think if there's anything from the EFIS that I would be missing. I guess I'll keep both, obviously, but because I can put the EFIS on top of the Boeing. Okay, we're going to be starting our descent here. Washington Center, FedEx 1433 Heavy, ready to descend.
Sounds good. We'll monitor VREF speed and call out deviations.
Oh man, I really want it now. After drone, drone's way up here. Yeah, I'm droning. I'm droning. I'm droning. I'm descending earlier.
Pilot's discretion descend and maintain 1010,000.
Approach briefing.
Norfolk Airport landing runway 5.
All right, so
FedEx 1433 Heavy.
we're looking good.
Delta 2226, contact Washington Center 132.55.
Altimeter is 3007. Okay, you got that in the box. Everything else should be set up ready to go. I was surprised, Lex, that you bought the Airbus setup and not Boeing. Well, I think it's because I wanted it really bad, and everyone's raved about the Airbus one, and I was a late adopter to it. I was like, I don't need it. I have a Honeycomb autopilot switches, right? But I decided to pull the trigger on it, and I can't go back. It's that good. It is that incredible. Keith says you do want it. What's the measurement on it? Let me see, what's the measurement on it? Okay. Let's see. WinWing. Gonna watch the altitude here so we can descend properly. Alright, so flight panels. Uh-oh. WinWing sights down. It's a sign. It's a sign, folks. Let me refresh it. Airline panels, panels. Alright, 14,000 feet.
United 702, contact Washington Center 135.5.
Alright, what the hell? I was just on the site. Combo. Alright, well, I guess we can look at this. Is their site struggling again?
JetBlue 2966, contact Washington Center 132.55.
Telling you, this has to be a sign. Okay, so we're looking at this dude here. It's available now. Would have been nice to have him on vacation. Alright, so that's 226. This one is 170. What's this measurements? The specs here. What's the measurements? They have the measurements anywhere?
Washington Center, American 563, flight level 350.
Package size. They don't have the actual measurements of the...
American 563,
It's just the package. Looks like it's really long. Because this looks to be about the size of the EFIS, right? And you could fit one there, so it's like 3 of the EFISes. That's really, really long. This would be cool. I would love to have this scrolling guy here. That's cool. Obviously, it's not a major difference than what I do now with the WinWing, but it would be nice to have LNAV, VNAV, approach, heading. I love the little switch here. That's kind of cool. Flight director would be kind of cool to have too. Oh, boys. Boys is scary. Getting scary here. The Boris Soundpack was only 120. Or sorry, it was only 12. Only need the GE for the 300 version. Yeah, I bought the full pack because I own the 200 and the freighter version. So I figured, what the heck, you know, an extra couple bucks to support Boris even more, and it's, you know, it's pennies compared to other things. Back with the brown 777, nice. Luke, welcome on back. Sorry, still setting up the Mobi and SPAD profiles for the plane, but I'm listening to the stream. No worries, P2. No worries. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. All right, let's get landing lights on. I gotta check the profile, my flight sim first officer profile for the next flight, because I think it's turning off the lights. I don't like that. All right, my items are being delivered now, so that's cool. All right, so once we get on the ground, we'll set up for the second flight, and then I'll step away a few moments. All right, and then approach checklist should be starting up momentarily here. I feel like we're coming in too high, though. I'm gonna descend us a little faster because I feel like we're coming in too high. Let's reduce our speed as well.
Passing 10,000 feet.
Lindbergh 40 for 27. Airport is at your 12 o'clock 15 miles. Report the field in sight.
Field in sight, Lindbergh 4427.
Lindbergh 4427. Cleared visual approach runway 5.
Cleared visual approach 5.
Okay, that's looking good. Now we're looking better on our descent. So we want to be at 2100 here, and then we want to be at 1600 here for the arrival. Speed's looking okay. I can reduce the speed with these speed brakes here momentarily if we need be. But for now, we'll hold where we are. Boy, this combination of Real Cat Turb and FS Realistic is really cool.
Lindbergh 40 for 27. Contact Norfolk Tower 120.8.
We're going to maintain where we are and see if Beyondatc gives us proper instructions. So we departed from a SID going into a star, and that's where Beyondatc really shines.
Heavy descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
All right, 3,000. So they wanted us at 10,000 at this point.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
And they're giving us down to 3,000.
33 heavy.
Okay, we're going to adjust our vertical speed just a little bit. Let's go and bring out a little bit of speed brakes. Slow this bird down. And let's go on down here. Recalls are checked and set. Notes, good. Air brakes, I don't use them. Landing data, 146 for the V-speeds. Approach briefing is completed. Normal mode. Altimeters are set and checked. Speed brakes armed. Landing and flaps. Alright. Perfect. Altimeter is still... Oh, no. Altimeter changed. 3007. Alright, speed's manageable. Should approach speed 163, 155. Okay, perfect. It's supposed to be VFR conditions. This certainly doesn't look like VFR conditions. Alright, runway 5. We're going to exit to the... What's your problem? Oh, speed brakes.
Speed brake on.
Exit to the left. Cargo is going to be backtracked past a terminal. And I'm pretty sure I have an add-on for this airport. Alright, first notch of flaps coming out.
Flaps 1.
Checked. Let's go ahead and reduce our speed. So it's about 10 nautical miles from this point to the runway, so we're currently about, what, 18 nautical miles out. The reason why I brought the flaps out, I know it's really early, but the reason why I did is just kind of just keep us slowed down a bit. Man, look at the turbulence. Look at us bouncing in here. This is so frickin' cool. This is amazing. Man, this sim is awesome. Let's see. Key says, I thought the mag switch was just silly and unnecessary at 70. Yeah, it's quite a bit of money. Like, the idea is cool, but I suppose you have to then use... you probably then have to use the actual, what's it called? The SimApp Pro software. I would doubt you'd be able to use SPAD or Mobiflight to activate the magnetic switch. I'm sure it's all software based. Like, it would be cool, but I don't use the SimApp Pro because I use the autopilot stuff on every plane. Like, right now I'm using the Airbus stuff on the Boeing. P2 just start the engines? Oh yeah, the roaring of the engines. It's quite impressive. And we haven't gotten any heading change, so I'm gonna probably have to change it myself if Beyondatc doesn't do it. Alright, here we are at 3,000 feet. Looking good, 17 nautical miles out. All is looking stable. Man, the sounds.
Alive.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and vector ourselves over because I don't know if Beyondatc lost us or if it's just vectoring us. Here we go, it's probably going to say visual now.
Report the field in sight.
Field is right there. We have the field in sight. FedEx 1433 Heavy. Now it's going to say clear for the visual.
FedEx 1433
There it is.
cleared visual approach runway 5.
Alright, I just want to get us lined up better, so I'm going to vector us on over.
Approach 5, FedEx 1433 Heavy.
Let's go ahead and activate approach mode.
Approach mode on.
Altimeter 3007, still looking good. Feeling great. Alright, let's go over here and lower this guy down. Okay, and then we're going to go over here and go to approach. And we should intercept the localizer momentarily. There it is, localizer's captured. Glide slope should be next. Let's bring down our flaps. 11 nautical miles out.
1433. Heavy contact Norfolk Tower 120.8. Take care.
Contact Tower 120.
Man, these sounds
Flaps 5.
incredible.
Glide slope captured.
Alright, spoilers are armed.
FedEx
Or sorry, speed brakes are armed.
1433 Heavy, visual runway 5.
FedEx 1433, heavy, Norfolk Tower, wind 050 at 9er, runway 5 cleared to land.
Runway 5 clear to land.
Runway 5 cleared to
Alright, we're going
land.
to try to make
FedEx 1433 Heavy.
hotel for the exit. We're going to try to make hotel, which is the second from the last exit on the left. We're going to backtrack via Charlie over to air cargo, which is just past the terminals on the left of us. 8 nautical miles out. Let's go ahead and bring out that gear. Reduce our speed. What was it again? 145 checked. Alright, let's go down to 145. Flaps coming down next notch.
Check the flaps.
Working on it.
Flaps 15.
Now, I normally do New Sky for our flights, but I didn't for this one because it's such a short flight. I felt we are going to lose money.
Flaps 20.
But we're going to lose a lot of money. Because I'm sure this is a lot of fuel. It's crazy that FedEx actually does this flight. It's like 110 nautical miles. It's super short. Alright, flaps
Speed
30.
brake. Armed.
Sea brakes armed. 6 nautical miles out.
Gear.
Wish me luck. Winds are currently 20 knots. Jesus. On the ground, though, 9 knots.
Flaps 30.
Flaps 30's checked. Speeds checked. All looking grand. Man, this is a beautiful approach. Look at that. That's a freaking sim, dudes. That's a sim. Man, it's incredible. Key says, buy a new plane, $70, or spend one button that goes click. That's a great way to put it. Alright, AP's off. My aircraft. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Alright, wind's a little bit of a crosswind here. On the ground there's 050, so there should be a headwind coming on in, but right now there's a slight crosswind. Are you either coming too heavy or too low or too high in the 777?
Watch the airspeed.
I have the airspeed. It's fine. Jesus. Settle down, settle down, settle down. It's gonna be okay. Gonna be okay. Alright, coming in high now.
500. 400.
Balancing act here. We have a balancing act for sure. This is where like the Thrustmaster Boeing side stick, I mean a Boeing yoke would be really, really cool to have.
200.
Minimums.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
Alright, I'm just going off visual at this point.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
Shut up!
Glide slope.
Shut up!
Glide slope.
Shut up!
Glide slope. 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 20. 10.
Touchdown. Alright, front's down.
Braking.
Versers. Versers stowed.
60
Welcome
knots.
to Norfolk.
FedEx 1433.
Jesus.
Next available taxiway.
That was cool. That was a fun first flight,
Next available taxiway,
if I don't say so
FedEx
myself.
1433 heavy.
Dang, that was cool. That was fun. Oh yeah, I remember the water off the side here. Yeah, I remember this is a paidware. Our landing lights are coming off.
FedEx 1433.
Those are off.
Contact ground 121.9er.
Dang, that was cool.
Ground 121.9er, FedEx 1433 heavy.
On runway 23.
That's technically incorrect. We're not on 2-3, we're on the taxiway, but thank you for the information. That was a cool first flight, man. That was awesome. That was a challenging approach. It was a crosswind, but also switching over to a headwind. It says 14 on the ground here, but I was being told by Beyondatc it was 9. So it's definitely more than what they said. I don't know what our landing rate was just right now, but if I had to guess, I would say 260. If I had to guess, I'd say 260. Irishman, welcome on in. Morning. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Oh, what are they doing? What's going on there? Plane is stuck, I think. So cargo is right over here. That's where we're going. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Irishman. I didn't use new sky. I didn't use new sky on this one because. Oh, look at that! See, it's a crosswind. Well, it's a slight crosswind. This plane, I think, stuck. Because this was such a short hop, I didn't want to lose this money. I've noticed that if it's like really, really short, this one's like 100 nautical miles, 123 or something. We just lose money. All right, we're just gonna bust through this American plane. I think that's broken. Little EJET, little bye-bye. Look how big this plane is. Just eating it. You can fit 2 of them in here probably. All right, here's FedEx land, or cargo land, I should say. Let's see. Loop says I've got a lot of flight sim stuff on my Xmas list, but it doesn't matter that I'm in my mid-30s. I hear you. I hear you. My wife bought me the EFIS for Christmas, and the reason why is because I didn't feel it.
Runway 14 short runway.
What are you talking about? I didn't feel I'd really take advantage of it much, and even to now, like, I use it, but I would have, if I bought it myself, I would have probably been a little teed off that I just don't use it a lot. So for me, it would have been a waste of money. So I wasted her money instead. I already have my birthday next year. I think my birthday. Figure it out. There's a X-Files Lego set coming out. I'm super excited for that one. It's already told her. It comes out sometime next year, so I'm technically parking over here at UPS World. Christmas, I'm not quite sure. I have to figure out what I want for Christmas. Watch out, people. Alright. Parking brake is not set, but we'll pretend it is. Over here to ground. Set chocks. Request the ground power. Up here at the top, we can go available external power. And then that's all off. Flaps are up. Spoilers are disarmed. Perfect. Grand. Okay, let's go ahead and cut off the engine. And then we'll see what we got with APL. And I'm going to step away for just a few moments. Go pick up my stuff that got delivered outside. Alright, our second hop is going to be, here's our second hop. We're going to do Memphis to New Orleans. So if anyone wants to join us, we're going to do the second hop, Memphis to New Orleans. Now, I'm in SimUpdate Beta 4, and it's having multiplayer issues, but we can certainly join and see if they eventually pop in, or if we all pop in. Landing rate, let's go ahead and check that real quick. A 100, not landing rate, I guess, but new sky, or score. So 100%, that's my first 100% in this 777 for a bit. It's because of lights. I got to figure out the lights. And then a 253 on the landing. So a little bit on the higher side, but it's a cargo, and cargos are a little bit more to get settled down, right? All right, let's kill out that. I'm going to throw in some jams real quick. Okay, I'm gonna step away for just a few moments, so I'll be right back. Let me restart this. Okie dokie, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay, let's go ahead and get our second flight going. So I was going to take another 777 on this flight. That's going to be the 200. That's right up here. And who flies out of... I know this isn't going to be real, but who flies out of... Well, hell, we'll just take the Delta here. The Rolls Royce is what I've been trying to say. We're going to go ahead and take those engines and see what those sound like. This has been a very first for me with the 777 and the Boris, because I've not heard these sounds before. Robin, welcome on in. Happy Saturday to you. And let's go ahead and find a gate. We need to find a heavy gate if we can. Small, mediums. Looks like it's all mediums. Okay, we'll go, oh boy. Let's go here. Okay, we're gonna go there, and we're going to go ahead and start the flight. Then for this flight, I'm going to adjust APL. So we're gonna be taking the 777-200. 777-200. And it's the Rolls Royce default. All right, and then we're Delta DAL. Generate the SimBrief profile. This might take a little bit to load in because it's the first time I've done this plane in Sim Update 4, so it has to regenerate everything. Flight level 380. And I don't know if we even have this plane in New Sky. So let's take a look. I don't think we have this plane in New Sky, so I don't think we'll do New Sky on this one either. K Msfs to KMS, or is it YS? No, SY, right? SY, yeah. 777 with the passenger with the 300. We don't have the 200 in there. Okay, that's fine. So we won't do New Sky for this one either. Let's load up first officer, though. We're going to use that one. Okay. And let's see. Key says, Irishman, you gotta have to talk about Lex's version of Jesus. Needs a little work. Love you, Lex. But you ain't Irish. You're by moral character and that laugh, man. Jesus. Is that wrong? Jesus? Got 100 score on Fly the Line. Robin, way to go. I saw... Are you the same... someone posted in Kip's channel this morning, I think it was. They get 100 in Fly the Line. Are you that person? That's fantastic. Just call it Rome Engine. Easier to say. Jesus. Is it Jesus? No, it's Jesus, right? Wrong. Jesus. Oh, man. I'm feeling pretty good this morning. As you can tell, I'm not as tired as I normally am in the morning. We got little pictures of Memphis there. That's cool. Okay. And let's go hop on in here. See if everything stayed. Did it carry over from the freighter version? Sure looks like it did. Fantastic. No, it didn't. No, this isn't my right profile. Let's see. Can I load? Cold Dark GPU, GSX Cold Dark. Alright, I gotta make a custom one for this, I guess. Dang it. Okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm too lazy. Okay, so how are we sitting here? Everything's good there. What do we have to turn on? So you have those on. APU is already on. Oh no, I guess it is. Yeah, it is set up. Okay, cool. Looks like it is, at least. Yeah, it is. Okay. It certainly didn't look like it initially. Alright, let's get Beyondatc rolling there. Let's go to the bag. Request our flight. Now, I've been getting mixed runways with Beyondatc. Sometimes it's the right one, or not right one, but sometimes it's the one that SimBrief gave me, and sometimes it's not. It's been very inconsistent for this airport. Please stop. Oh, Robin, that was you and Kip's. That's awesome. You're the first one I've ever seen. The first one I've ever seen get 100% score in Fly the Line. That's incredible. Way to go. That's hard as heck to do. Hard as heck to do. P2 says WinWing has split me with their hardware. I hate using I hate using the mouse. Oh, spoiled you. Yeah. Definitely spoiled you. I got you now. My profiles are almost done. P2, should I wait for you here in Memphis? We have a FedEx plane over there. We have a bunch of FedEx planes here. Delta. Yeah, I picked the right one. Delta all over. The hell's that? Got our doors are open. Okay, we have that all set up. Let's see. Irish says, or hold on. Jay says, I tried to get Lex banned to ban. Hold on. What did you say? I tried to get Lex to ban you earlier for doing your own flight and not being on live stream. All right, let's go. Let's go up here to the top. Let's get those going. Arm that dude. Get that guy going. Those are on. Oh yeah, this is not custom. Okay. We're gonna go to auto. And then auto here. Beacons. Get those lights rolling there. Okay, I think that's all set up. What else has it done for me? Alright, position in it. Let's get that. Waiting for that to show up here, so give that a few more seconds. There it is. Let's go to the next page. Grab the GPS. Drop that in here. It's going to be interesting to know how much different the sounds are in this aircraft. The 200. The RR version. R mighty. Let's see. The Msfs back, so been on the honey to-do list. My wife is going out of town. I was supposed to join her, but she's going out of town next weekend. So I'll have next Saturday and Sunday to myself. Unless I go with. There's still a chance I might go with, but with my new work schedule next week, I probably won't. I'll probably be exhausted. Probably just want to recover. No go ahead anyways. We can't see each other. Gotcha. All right, P2. Clear for chaos. Oops. Lex, I hate you. You're making me like the PMDG. Hey, I think Boris did that. I didn't do that. That was all Boris's fault. Msfs clearance, a very good morning from Delta 1453 Heavy. We are ready for IFR clearance to Armstrong, New Orleans. Is it New Orleans or New Orleans?
Delta 1453 Heavy, Memphis clearance cleared to Armstrong, New Orleans. Type 6 departure with the iBuffy transition, then is
iBuffy.
Maintain 4000 departure
2141.
4.65, squawk 2141.
Alright, so 18 center. They did change the runway on us.
Cleared to Armstrong,
I knew they were going to.
Pipe 6 departure.
I feel like
with
there's
the
an
iBuffy
issue with
transition,
Memphis
then
and
as
Beyondatc.
filed. Maintain for 1000. Departure frequency 12 for 0.65.
Although winds are saying this runway works fine, so
Delta.
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying there seems to be disconnects at some point.
1453 Heavy, read back correct. Contact
All right, reserves, or sorry, zero fuel weight. Jeez. Accept this guy. 3,800 feet is what we're expecting for this flight. All right, thrust time. So let's go ahead and click this button to bring it over here, and we go to performance. Get out of the way. Performance. Runway 18 center. Import. Did I hit it? Yeah. Import. 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 Calculate. Takeoff 247. Takeoff 2, and then 47. Oh, I should probably get first officer going, huh? All right, that's downloaded. Oh, let me check my profile. Let me do it here. I'll do it on the screen so you can see it. Okay, so under editor, we go under PMDG 7. My profile is Lex. One of these phases is not like the others. Taxi. Before takeoff. Checked on. After takeoff. Flows off. Okay, so it's turning those off. I'm going to go ahead and just turn that off for now. See if that's what's causing the problem. Descent. Approach. Altimeter. Landing. Speed. After landing. Off, off. Okay, so I'm automatically going to turn those off. Okay, let's save this profile and see if that fixes my issue I was having. So we go to flight plan. We'll re-download it again just in case. Lex 1, and then initial climb to 4,000, and then we'll start the flight.
Good afternoon, Captain.
Okay. And that should be good. Okay, takeoff. Flaps are 5. CGs are... Trim is 6.5. Jeez. That's all set there. 18 center via the Peppy 6. Is it Pepper? Piper? Piper Pepper? Piper Picker Pepper? iBuffy. Execute. Okay, yeah, that all set. Let's go over here and do initialization screen. Perfect. And then we're going to send this dude over here. Cool, grand, beautiful. Everything's looking grand. Actually, let's go back over here. And we're going to go to ground. And we're going to go ahead and go to doors and close all these big old doors. Doors are slowly closing. Okay, let's go up here to the top then. APU is available. Cool. Let's go to auto, 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 auto. On and on. Fuel pumps are pumping. Okay. It's all quiet all of a sudden. It's super quiet. How's the doors looking?
This will be a standard departure brief.
What's going on?
Any questions?
Vehicles. Release all vehicles. Go away, vehicles. Alright, doors are closing now.
We'll expect clearance to
cool.
38,000 feet.
Alright, doors are closing. I'm gonna check flight FS realistic real quick. Profile, I'm gonna copy it from that. Perfect, grand. Alright, we have it linked from the what's it called? The freighter version. Let's see. Thrust time, that's what she says. Irishman says Beyondatc experimental has not been matching with Navi as far as runways go. It's been doing pretty good for me. Memphis though, since I've been flying out of Memphis a lot, that's been an issue. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and go to doors, and we're gonna go ahead and arm all the doors. It's all green, perfect. Ground connections, requests, actually remove the chocks. Cool.
Any issues?
Memphis
I'll
ground,
fly,
FedEx,
and
sorry,
your
Delta
checklists.
1453 heavy,
I will
ready for
handle
pushback and engine
controls
start.
Until at least 1,000 feet. After that, we can discuss auto flight
Delta
or hand flying as
1453
needed.
heavy, Memphis ground.
Standard
pushback
callouts as
and
per
engine start
SOP.
approved, face southeast.
Any questions?
No questions.
Pushback approved.
Sounds good.
Face
I'll
southeast.
monitor V
Delta
speeds,
1453
call out
heavy.
deviations, and be ready to assist in case of any issues.
My
Ready for
thingy.
departure.
All right, ready for departure. Let's see what else we got. What Irish just said, I've noticed this too. Yeah, Jay's saying the same thing with runway matching. Bumpy flight. Also, the rudders are sensitive on the PMG. Anyone know how to fix it without changing the sensitivity? I think you have to change the sensitivities. I have the same issue. Lex, did you ever watch 911 Cleared for Chaos? Oh, dang. Keith, can you put the video in the chat again? May have unsubbed. May have to unsub. I tried. You weren't in here when I was asking again. I couldn't remember what the name was. If you can put the video in chat, I don't know if you can link it or not. I don't know if it blocks it. If not, can you put it in Discord if you're in Discord? P2, all the rudders are sensitive in flight sim. Have to hone the sensitivities. No choice. It's so quiet. Imagine a ground worker jump scaring you at the window. The in-sim Lido charts for Norfolk are more current than the Jeppesen. Really? Interesting. Interesting. All right, pre-planned pushback. They set the plan facing the northeast. Oh, hold on, what did he say? Southeast. Southeast. So that's this direction here. If I know my directions, that's this guy here. Okay, hit that button there. Bam. And pushback is commencing. Let's go up here. We're going to do the same thing we did for the first flight. We're going to listen to the sounds on the inside, then we'll go outside.
Southwest 212, gate 7 taxi via Sierra. Hold short runway 18 center.
Gate 7 via Sierra. Hold short runway 18 center. Southwest 212.
On.
Fuel control switches.
Off.
It's really quiet engines on the inside. Super quiet.
Seatbelt signs.
Oh, seatbelt signs. All right, let's go through this flow real quick.
On.
Airspeed 0.
Checked.
Heading 180.
Try 80% curve, then adjust back as you need. The Lidos are a year ahead. Really? I was thinking 80% curve.
Southwest 212,
Takeoff speeds.
cross runway 18
V1,
center at Papa.
1, 2,
Continue taxi.
VR.
At what altitude do you
1, 2,
cut throttle and flare in the 777? I'm so used to the Phoenix at the moment. I do at about the 20, about 20.
Set.
But it might be different for you with the Moza.
Beacon lights.
On.
Let's see. You're never really jamming the rudders hard each direction. So the fine adjustments near the middle of the axis is what you need. Yeah. I can agree with that for sure.
Go ahead.
All right, start engine flow. We're gonna do that
The
next.
fuel and cargo manifest is now in the system. Weight and balance checks look good.
Discord ! Discord.
Please advise when you're ready for pushback.
Acknowledged. We'll advise when ready.
Yeah, same as the Phoenix. That's what I've been doing. It seems to be working. All right, let's go and start engine number 1. We'll listen to the outside.
Engine 1 started.
The Rolls-Royce is so much quieter. So much quieter. It's very interesting. Memphis ground, Delta 1453 Heavy, ready to taxi to the active. Yeah, very, very quiet.
Heavy. Runway 18 center taxi via Juliet, Charlie,
Engines.
Charlie 5.
On.
Runway 18 center taxi via Juliet, Charlie, Charlie 5, Delta 1453 Heavy.
All right, we're going to head straight onto Charlie and then taxi over to the left. All right, and then let's go on down. Oops, not that button. Here, RTO is set. That's before takeoff checklist. Let's go to after. This is before. That's after takeoff. Perfect. Up here, taxi lights on. APU is off. Everything else looking grand up there. All right, let's go ahead and give it a little bit of throttle. Whoa, what was that? There's a weird sound. Here, I'm gonna be quiet. You can listen to it. It's really weird. Do you hear like the weird when I pull the throttle back? It's like a whirling sound or something. Maddie, thank you for the Lex Copilot. Welcome on in, Maddie. Hope your Saturday's going well. When I pull back on the throttle, it's like a it's like a super high pitched sound. It's not when I go forward. Okay, so I'm forward now. I'm gonna pull back. It's very, very strange. Huh. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a bug or not. It's really cool, whatever it is. It's very strange. Maddie's just renewing. I appreciate the renewal. We got a FedEx. Oh. Yep, FedEx coming on in. Fellow 777, I think. Man, the 90 FPS with Beyondatc has been like a massive improvement. Tell you what. Tell you what. Alright, throttle's going up. We're going to Charlie 5. That's such a weird sound. I thought it was my Honeycomb Bravo first making like a sound, but it's actually in the sim. I'm not completely crazy. I am crazy, but just not completely. Alright, Charlie 5 is this next one up here on the right of us.
Delta 1453 Heavy, contact Memphis Tower 119.7. Take care.
Contact Tower 119.
Whoa, FedEx landing there. And stopped. Alright, we had a plane coming in for the arrival, but they're landing 18 left, I think. Love that Maddie's got his own Streamlabs intro. Yeah, Streamlabs does that. It like if you've done any kind of stuff in a channel, it like pulls it. It's really interesting. Memphis Tower, very good morning from Delta 1453 Heavy. We are holding short runway 18 left. Sorry, 18 center, ready to go.
Delta 1453 Heavy, Memphis Tower, wind calm, RNOP to Xander, runway 18 center, cleared for takeoff.
Oh, let's start my flows.
Runway 18 center, RNAV to Xander, cleared for takeoff. Delta 1453 Heavy.
Taxi flows.
Runway 18 center.
Anti-ice.
Set.
Recall.
Checked.
Auto brakes.
Rejected takeoff.
On
Flight
runway
control test.
18
Full left.
center.
Full right. Neutral. Neutral. Full back. Full forward.
Checked.
All right, and then
FedEx 696 Heavy, exit
Landing
right at
lights.
Sierra 1.
landing lights are next. Landing lights on. On.
Go ahead.
Cabin secured for
Doesn't
departure.
like landing
You're
lights.
clear from us.
Acknowledged.
P2's gonna be right back. Landing, not sure how I'll do, but I will. Oh, not sure how you'll do? You got it. Manny says, I'm on a flight from LAX to Boston and the 777 Boris Soundpack. Fantastic. All right, here we go, folks. Let's go on a flight to New Orleans.
FedEx 811 Heavy, wind calm, runway 18 left, cleared to land.
Stabilized.
Runway 18 left, clear
Thrust
to land.
set.
FedEx 811 Heavy.
Checked.
Speed alive.
Checked.
80 knots.
Checked.
V1.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up.
FedEx
100 feet.
811 Heavy, exit left next available taxiway.
Exit left next available taxiway. FedEx 811 Heavy.
Lateral navigation on.
Delta 1453 Heavy, contact Memphis
Flaps up.
departure, take care.
Contact Memphis departure. Delta 1453 Heavy. Have a good day.
Acceleration altitude.
Memphis departure. Delta
Flaps up.
1453 Heavy. Good day 1800.
Delta 1453, Heavy Memphis departure. Good day, radar contact. Climb and maintain flight level 190.
Climb and maintain flight level 190 Delta 1453 Heavy.
Autopilot on. Flaps.
Up.
Gear.
Up.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy, yo. That's wild. The plane, the Rolls-Royce engines are really quiet until you give it power, and then like it all of a sudden comes to life, and it is really cool, really cool. Let's see. Why did the sounds in the cockpit all of a sudden pop in? Yeah, that's what I was wondering too. Like it's a super quiet plane until you get those engines firing up, and then it's like, okay, we want sound. They're different. They're really different compared to the GEs that the freighter version of FedEx uses. Now I gotta try the PWs. I wonder how those sound. They're really different. And they had like a weird, a swirling sound in the beginning too. You can hear like, whoosh. It was really cool. I feel like the freighter version, the GE engines are more. I want to compare it to like Ferrari versus a Mustang. I feel like the freighter is like a Mustang, like a very low growling noise, where the Rolls Royce is more like the Ferrari, higher pitch. Whoa, geez, higher pitch sound. A little bit turbulence there. That's kind of what my best explanation can be, in terms of how the sound differences are. Either way, they're very cool. Very cool. Love the Delta Retro. Yeah, the Delta livery is really cool. I love the Retro Delta. The new one's so boring, so modern like every other one.
10,000 feet.
I love just all the old retro liveries. Okay, landing lights coming off. Why? See, it turns them on. Why is it turning them on? So after takeoff is screwing something up. Alright, gotta keep an eye on that. I'll check that next time. Alright, let's go on down below here. It's a longer flight than the last one. We have some time, but Always want to be prepared. So we're going to go ahead and set in our arrival information, which is runway 11, which is almost what I always get in New Orleans. New Orleans. Trish 1 via the MCB. Execute. I already have that set in the box, ready to go. I have flight level 380, which we're climbing up to today. We're expecting arrival at 16:41, so within the hour, we should be on the ground in New Orleans. And if we stay on runway 11, it's going to be just a turn to the left. So we're going to be heading back east. Let's see. Okay, so Maddie, how does this? But for the longest time, the only plane I could butter is the 777. So on the theme, the landing rate was a 179. P2. Congratulations, P2. Give it up. Give in the chat. Put in the P2 emotes. Where the hell's my remote emotes at? P2. With the butter. Throw those emotes in for P2. That's awesome, P2. See? P2 just needs to realize he is meant to be a Boeing pilot. That's the only thing I could possibly think of. He needs to be a Boeing pilot. And if you think that's wrong, then you're wrong. Now I remember why I love this plane so much in 2020. My first 777 landing in 6 months. Really, 6 months? Dang.
Memphis Center, Delta 1453 heavy.
Yeah, the 777 is a very, very nice plane to land. I feel it's you can consistently get it because it's a heavy plane. You know, it's a heavy plane. It wants to fly, but it doesn't want to drop out of the sky.
Climb and maintain flight level 380.
Climb and maintain flight level 380, Delta 1453 heavy.
That's pretty impressive. So what I want to do today is I want to look at, speaking of which, I need to update Volanta, but let me have them look at Volanta and see if last night's flight actually was my longest flight I've ever done in flight sim. And so let me bring it up here on screen. So here are all my flights I've done. Now I thought you can filter, let's see, I thought you could like filter by time or something, huh? Duration. Here we go. Longest flight. I did not do a 19-hour flight, so that's definitely wrong. I didn't do a 3-hour flight there. Okay. No, that can't be right.
SkyWest 4011, contact Memphis Center. 135.3.
I don't know what aircraft it is, but that's saying that was 2 years ago, over 2 years ago. Hour 46. Dublin. Oh wow, I did a Frankfurt to Dublin flight. When the hell did I do that? Okay. Oh, geez. Okay, I don't know what plane this was, though. I wish I knew what plane this was. But yeah, I do remember this flight. I do remember this flight. It was an hour and 46 minutes. Oh, an hour and 44 minutes. And then I did the New Zealand ones. Okay, yeah. I didn't think those were longer, though.
Delta 1453 heavy.
What is this flight?
Center 135.3. Have a good day.
When the hell did I do this?
Contact Memphis Center 135.3.
In the
Delta
777.
1453 heavy, take care.
That definitely was an APL flight. That was, oh, it was a year, almost 2 years ago.
Flight level 252 for flight level 380.
And then I had a long Kodiak flight, an hour and 40 minutes. Holy smokes.
Delta 1453.
Oh, yeah.
Memphis Center.
This is when I was doing my tour in Africa.
Moxie 120. Contact Memphis.
This is my Kodiak flight.
128.475.
Okay. These are times, though. I'm trying to look for distance. I did a Memphis to Minneapolis flight? No way. When did I do that? Oh, last year? $684 nautical miles. Okay. I take back, I thought the flight I did last night was my longest flight I've done, but I'm way wrong. There are many other flights I did that were longer. That's not even on the list here. Okay, so my longest flight, let's see. This is definitely a glitch here. Can I remove this one? Delete flight. Alright, I'll delete that one. Okay. So let's go and go to the longest flight duration. In the Seneca, I did not do a 3-hour flight in the Seneca. Oh hell, I guess I did. No, I didn't. Look at this. This is like a weird... Yeah, no, this is... Okay, we're gonna delete this one too. Okay, so let's try it again. Longest flight. Alright, this is definitely real, because I've done this like a handful of times. It's only 470 nautical miles, though. Huh. Okay, so that's not the longest flight, that's just the longest duration of a flight. This one is 608, so this would be probably my longest flight. 608 nautical miles, but I swear last night was more. I thought last night was even longer. Alright, let's look at recent flights here. So newest... This is my flight from last night. Yeah, 672 nautical miles. I thought so. I think this is my longest flight. I still say it is. 672 nautical miles. It's almost 700 nautical miles. Who's this? Oh, that's where I'm going. That's me. This was last night's flight. Holy crap, look at this storm. Whoa, we just missed this out of Raleigh. Is this the hurricane? The tropical storm? We just missed this out of Raleigh today. Holy smokes. I think that is my longest flight. But you can't do on here, you can't do like... You can't sort by long route. Oh no, 710. I guess I'm wrong. Nope, this one I did, what, 2 years ago? This one I did 2 years ago is my longest. I think this is now my new longest flight. This is from, oh, this is January of 24, so this is, wait, almost 2 years ago, yeah. I think this is my longest flight overall. This is in the 777. I don't remember this flight 100%. So it had to be an APL flight. Wow. What kind of crazy person was I to do a 710 nautical mile flight? See, I do long hauls from time to time. I do them. What was my best landing rate?
Delta 1453 heavy. Contact Memphis Center 132.5.
Contact Memphis Center 132.5. Delta 1453 heavy.
What the hell is this? Alright, let's delete that flight because that seemed to be wrong.
Memphis Center Delta 1453.
Wait, hold on. Is that...
Through flight level
Alright, best landing rate. Alright, here we go. Why does it show so high?
Delta 1453 heavy. Memphis
That's the best landing rate, 15th. That seems to be my worst. I think this is backwards. Yeah, this is backwards. Alright. Best. Alright, let's try worst. Alright, so negative is better, I guess. Oh my god, these are horrible. Alright, let's find something that seems to make sense here. Alright, so best. These are positives. But we don't want that kind of positive. Positive is bad. Positives are bad. So we want to be negative. Let's see. We're getting close to negatives. 13s, 9s, 9s. I got a lot of positives. One area. Here we go. 0. In the 208, my best landing rate was a 0. You can't even feel it. My best landing rate was a 0. And then this one is probably more realistic. Look at this. Look at that. I got a couple -1s in here. Kodiak -2. Seneca -2. Damn, I'm a fine pilot.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's pretty cool to look at. Okay, sorry, let me get back to chat. Sorry, missing all that. Let's see. The only wish I have is someone to make a Moza AB9 yoke for it. Your stream is keeping me sane while ironing. I'd rather be flying. Okay, I wish I could record the landings for you all. My nose trim was not programmed correctly, so I dove and went off course. I figured out while still managing the nose and then buttering it. That's amazing, P2. I landed in the storm. Did you, P2? My longest flight was Dubai to Toronto. Holy crap, I kept my PC on overnight. My longest was the award from Halifax to Dublin and back. Jesus, Irish man. Is it Jairus or Jesus? Jesus. My longest flight, I think, was 10 hours. Holy smokes. I didn't want to record my first landing. I'm offended that she called 700 miles a long haul. Oh, Jay, that made my day right there. I'm offended that you called a 700-mile flight a long haul. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Oh, the best butter on the 777 was a 0 on the Captain Sim's 777 in Denver. The Captain Sim really in Denver. Interesting. Was a 0. That's impressive. He sim rated that flight. I get no credit here, do I? Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. That was well done, Jay. That was well done. I'm offended you called a 700 flight a long haul. Oh man, that was well done. Well done. Oh boy, that was too good. All right, top of descent is coming up right there. We already have everything programmed for the most part. We got to put in our minimums though. Memphis Center, hello from Delta 1453 Heavy. We're just wondering what's our arrival runway in Memphis. This does change sometimes, so we can't always take it for what it is, but...
Memphis Center Delta, 1453. Heavy arrival runway information is unavailable.
Really?
Please contact approach for landing clearance and runway assignment.
I'll be damned. Okay. That's weird. 204 for the ILS, so let's go ahead and pop in that. Minimum's 204.
Commute Air 4841. Contact Houston
Oops.
Center 133.5. Center on 133.
Man, I love TAA. I don't think I can go back to DLSS, especially with Sim Update 4. I don't think I can go back. The smoothness in Sim Update 4 and still getting crystal clear, and I'm at 100% TAA. That's in crazy times, man. And I'm not burning out my GPU or CPU.
Delta 1453 Heavy. Contact Memphis Center.
I did want to look at... So they said in their notes, they said that they balanced out the cores. Let's fact check them, shall we? Because everyone loves fact checking stuff nowadays. Usage. Alright, here is a program called HW Info 64. And I'll be a son of a bee. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the usage across the board. So all the way up to core 7 here. Got a couple 4s, but where's the other one at? It's core clocks. Total usage, core ratios. I guess that's the only one I have. Core clocks. Yeah, okay. Core usages. Look at this. This is pretty damn even. Look at averages here. So I've been on this PC. It's been on for 2.5 hours almost. And look at the averages. They're looking really damn spread apart. You know, core 4 here is being a little bit heavier. Core 1's a little bit heavier. But look at the usage right now. You know, for the most part, they're in the 40s and 50s. Low 50s, high 40s. Couple times it does jump up. Core 4 seems to be used a little bit more. And core 0 up here. But that's pretty damn good. That's stellar. What's my temp looking like? PC temp, CPU temps. The temps are looking really good. We spiked up to 74 on core 3. But everything else is in the 60s. High to mid 60s. P cores are what we're looking at the most though, and those are pretty damn good average here. Core 0 is 65. Peak at 64, so there's a 9 Celsius difference with that. So I could probably do a better pasting, but it could also be the cold plate itself. And then the GPU, it's all the way down here at the bottom. The GPU is rolling really nicely. Temperature max at 62, average at 46. So very, very good usage from today's sim. Very, very good. The runway rose to meet the captain sim flight. PMDG is amazing with giving out their variables. Everything is available in Hub Hop. I can make a Stream Deck profile quicker than I did with the FENIX. Really? Check your Discord messages. The messages in Discord. Oh dang, yeah, here's Maddie's. So this was February of last year. The 777, 0 landing rate. Dang. 2,952 nautical miles. Almost a 6-hour flight. That's impressive. Way to go, Maddie. That's awesome. That's really awesome.
Delta 1453 Heavy, Memphis Center, expect Trish 1, runway 11.
We'll expect Trish runway 11, Delta 1453 Heavy. Our top descent's coming on up.
Delta 1453 Heavy, verify instruction.
I said it, you goof. We'll expect the Trish 1, runway 11, Delta 1453 Heavy. Okay, so let's go ahead and put on our approach information, 4,000 feet. Okay, 4,000 in the box. Top descent's coming up next. Now that is a long haul. Yeah, for sure. That's impressive. Listen, I'm offended that J. Russ is offended about my offended long, short haul flight. That makes sense? I think so. Yeah, I could not believe that 0 landing rate. That's impressive. You know, what's really incredible is going after, you know, that long of a flight and still being able to butter it. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes it's tough to do that. You've been away from the sim, you've been watching things, whatever it be, right? And then come back and butter it. That's incredible.
Approach briefing. Add-ons information is current. Winds 050 at
Delta 1453 Heavy,
09er.
descend
We are
via
flying
Trish
the ILS
1
approach.
Armstrong, New Orleans,
The
Airport
final
landing,
approach
runway
course is
11, altimeter 3001.
107. The minimum altitude is
Descent via Trish 1 arrival.
Our
Armstrong,
approach
New
speed.
Orleans Airport.
Alright, we're making our
landing
descent.
11.
Perfect instructions too. Okay, altimeter in New Orleans is 300. So in the Boeings, you can program that, unlike in the Airbuses. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Wait, who is offended for what now?
Auto brakes.
Set. Okay, so we're going to be vectoring over to the left for the arrival. So we can bring up the charts over here on the screen for y'all. Electronic flight bag. And we're going to go into arrival, pinned. Didn't pin anything for us yet. So we're doing the Trish 1 arrival. Approaches runway 11. Airport information. Let's grab both of these guys. Okay, so under Trish 1. So here's our arrival. We're going to be coming in via the... Which one are we coming in?
Delta 1453 Heavy, Memphis Center.
Legacy... What's that transition? Oh, here it is. MCB. Here's our transition. So we're coming in straight in 11,000 at Trish, and then 4,000 here at Rayop 11,000. And then we're going to get vectored on over for runway 11. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. And then so for the approach, here's our runway 11. We're going to be coming in via Turtle here for the localizer, and then we'll make it in for the arrival. 4,000 feet at Turtle. And then once we land, runway 11 is right here. We're going to exit to the FBO cargo area is here. So we're going to exit to the right, probably at Golf 8, backtrack via Echo, and then Bravo to cargo area. That's the plan of attack. If it doesn't work out, we blame J. Russ because he's offended.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've started our initial descent and plan to arrive at the gate in 25 to 30 minutes. We've enjoyed having you on board today and hope you'll choose to fly with us again in the near future. We'll have you on the ground shortly.
Please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in the upright and locked position, and secure all loose items.
I don't know if we'll do a third flight. I'm still contemplating that portion of things. I'll take a look to see what the next flight is here in APL. I'm not quite tired yet, but things may change once I get on the ground. Once we get on the ground here in New Orleans, we'll make a decision. I got a couple household things I have to take care of today as well. So I gotta make sure I have all the time. Alright, so let's zoom on in here. I think we have everything prepared. Where's the vector at though? Here's where I'm confused. Where's our runway? Oh, here's Turtle. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna come on in here. At this point, we'll probably get vectored over, if not before. Hopefully before, though. Because that's going to be backtracking out. You know what I mean? So if we look at the charts here, here's Rayop. It may vector us back out this way. Or it may do it this way, and it's going to be a tighter turn in here. So I'd rather we get vectored after Trish, honestly. But depending on what Beyondatc decides to do, it may just do it all the way at the end of the star. These approaches are the ones I start to get a little bit concerned about. Just a little bit concerned. Irishman pops in the Fly Lex information in there. Join our virtual airline with New Sky. Visit newsky.app to download the free career mode and join our airline Fly Lex. Join the Discord for additional conversations with the amazing Irishman. Is that a good voiceover work there? That professional? Alright, just passing flight level 300. I'm still I'm still in shock that I'm actually enjoying the 777. You know, we made the jokes earlier about the long hop, right? The long flight. My flights are typically what we're flying to for this one here. 300 nautical miles. Anything over that, and I tend to not want to do them unless I know I have other things I'm going to do in the background. Especially on streams, though. Streams, I like to keep it around the 300 nautical miles, just because I feel like, yeah, we can have conversations up here in the sky, but people obviously come in for the landing and departure. Or sorry, the departure and the landing, right? That's when people come on into streams. Obviously, if you're showcasing a new product, you want to see that aspect. You don't really care about the cruising. You're going to sit here for an hour and watch a cruise, right? But obviously there's a conversation during the cruise, but for the most part people tune in for the, you know, the beginning and the end of the flight itself. That's why I like to keep my short hops. And then just in, you know, when I'm not streaming, I like to do short hops because that's what I enjoy the most. Landings and takeoffs. It kind of sucks though that with the freighter version, or sorry, with the PMG 777, you do have to set up each variant. You can't just like have them load in the same. I guess I somewhat get it because there are additional buttons, like not many, but like in this plane there's the seatbelt sign, right? This might be new too, I don't know. But compared to the freighter version, like it's not a whole lot, it's very minor, but wait, you have an airline? Yes, Maddie, Flylex, New Sky. Irishman has done an amazing job at setting that up. Speaking of which, Irishman, I'm gonna go ahead and I don't know who has does anyone actually fly the 777-300 on our airline? Can we check that? Let's see here. Let's take a look. Okay, my airline, manage, fleet. Okay, let's see the 777 passenger. Did I make this one or did this was leased last month? There's been 0 flights with it, so I'm gonna kill this one out. We're gonna move that one. And we're going to lease a new aircraft. We're going to lease the 777-200 ER. EIO. And then we're going to do... Oh, there's different variants too. Son of a gun. I guess we got to do all of them, huh? Okay, GE, I'm going to fly the freighter if we do that. So it's either going to be between the PW or the Trent. So I guess we can do the Trent and the PW. Alright, so we're going to go ahead with that profile. This is the... What is this one? The Trent. Alright, so the Lex... 777... Trent. RR. We're going to call it that. And this is the... Let's go... 200. Okay. I'm going to copy this text so I have it. Next... next. Actually, we can adjust this stuff, right? Because this is a bigger plane. So let's go first class, business class. Actually, probably be more, huh? First class, business class. Let's go like that. Okay. Next. Next. Lease. Alright, we have that plane. And let's do it again. And we're going to grab the 200 ER. We're going to do the PW this time. Drop it in. And this is going to be the PW. Next. And then we'll do something similar to that one. Alright, we'll do that. Next. Next. Lease. Alright, now we have the 2 other versions of the 777. And we have those to fly. Should we look through here and see what planes we haven't flown and just kill those out? Alright, so here at the top, that's the GE freighter, the 300. We've not flown that one. We have the 330 GE, 350, 900, and then the ones I just added in. Citation's got a flight, and then everything else has a flight. So Irishman, I don't know if you're in chat still, but should we get rid of these planes that don't have anything in there? Except for the new ones I added, of course. I don't think anyone flies the 330. We got the 330. You get 2 330s. I don't think anyone flies those. Should we get rid of those 2 guys?
Houston Center, Delta 1992. Good day. Flight level 320.
Maybe we should get rid of these guys. What's our most used plane? Any guess? It's going to be the FENIX 319. The 319, the 320, and the MAX. No surprise. No surprise. Alright, I'll wait for Irishman to get back to us, but I think we should probably get rid of those 330s. I think they're costing us money. Here's an Irishman's been on break, or been on vacation, so look at all these flights. And then his wife came back, and then look at that. Just drops off. But look at the money we've been hauling in. Cargo, man. Cargo's been rolling in the money. How are we looking with airlines? Let's see. Search for airline. Irishman says I changed it to balance 3 classes. Ah, okay, I got you. Okay, I won't touch it then. I'll leave those ones. We are on the second. Oh no, first page. Yo, we're on the first page. 166 flights. We're on the first page. We're down here towards the bottom, but we're on the first page. We're making our way up there. I think we passed Kip then, right? Because Kip was on the second page, yeah. Wow, we're making our way up, folks. We're making our way up. So we need to get more flights in. This is cool. We're on the first page. We're on the first page and we have 14 pilots. That's pretty good. Oh, they got 13. All right, gotta keep it going. Keep it going. Now that we got the 777s in there, we'll do those. Oh, tank the 330s. Okay. My airline, manage, fleet.
Contact Houston Center.
We're gonna kill the 330s out. So we go stats. And that's these 2 top ones. 330, 330. Yep. Kill that out. Kill that out. Okay. And then we have the 350, which I know you just recently bought, so we'll keep that in there. Okay, there we go. Cool. Alright, if we do a second flight, we'll do New Sky for sure. Oh, we're really high on this approach. What the hell? I'm gonna go to vertical speed. I wasn't even paying attention. We are really high. Really high. How do I join? You have to download APL. You have to download New Sky from newsky.app. And then, once you have it downloaded, it's completely free. Once you have it downloaded, you'll go over here to search for airlines, and then you can type in Fly Lex, and here's our airline, and then there's like a join button or something, and then Irishman or myself will approve it. And then to do flights, all you have to do is go up here, up here, book a flight, and you can do a free flight, which is any flight you want to do. So you click on, I'm in Couch Captains and Fly Lex, but you can put in your route information here, or you can schedule a flight, and these are ones that Irishman made up. These are routes that Irishman has set up, and he changes these every month or so.
Expect the visual approach runway 11 Delta 1453 heavy.
All right, let's see. What are we doing? Visual expect. Okay, perfect. Okay, everything's looking good there. Lex, proposition for ya. I won't unsub if you don't say Jesus again until you've watched 9/11 Clear for Chaos. Deal? You got it. Did you put it? Let me see. Did you put it in chat? Let me look real quick. Stan, welcome in. Okay, hold on. I don't see it here. All right, I'm gonna find it right now. So YouTube. All right, cleared for chaos. All right, I have it. Whoa, Jesus. Oh, can't see it. Okay, I have it saved there, and I'm gonna save it. Watch later. All right, I have it saved for watch later.
Leave Rayop heading 255.
Rayop heading 255. Oh yeah, cool. They're vectoring us over. Now we just gotta reduce freaking altitude. I'm gonna bring out speed brakes. Let's go on down here and get our altitude. Sorry, speeds. 124. Wow, we're much slower. Good, good, good. Got it. Next. Altimeter set. Next.
Delta 1453 heavy.
245 on the heading, so go to heading mode. 245, making the turn on over. Alright, we're really high on this approach, but we should be able to make this, I feel confident. I'm going to reduce our speed even further to 210. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. Let's see. Key says, deal. I've been flying with SF and Kip on FS HUD. If I knew you had an airline, I would have just flying yours. No worries. I've been thinking about FS HUD. I used to fly with them for a while, but can't say it, deal. It's about Gander, right? Yeah, I think that's what it is, P2. Yeah, I think that's what Keith was telling us about before. All right, coming up on 10,000. I'll watch it today. I will watch it today, Keith. I promise you. I'll watch it tonight at some point. We'll be on the ground soon. Alright, coming up on 10,000. I'm a little concerned about how high we still are. Alright, 10,000. Let's get those landing lights going.
Delta 1453 heavy, turn right, heading 310.
Alright, cool. They're vectoring us out. Cool. They know we're high.
Delta 1453 heavy.
I like it. Let's see. Scotland, welcome on in. I assume you think PMDG sound updates still won't be as good as the Boris sounds. I'm on the fence if I should wait for the update first. I don't think they're gonna be as good as the Boris Soundpack. That's my personal belief. I think others here would likely agree with that. Boris, this Soundpack is incredible. Incredible. Newfoundland character is on display as well. The accents and the Newfoundland character is as well on display. Interesting.
Delta 1453 heavy, turn left, heading 255.
255.
Turn left, heading 255, Delta 1453 heavy.
I'm going to hold just a little bit longer here. I want to get this altitude down, and then I'll make that turn over, because we're still going to be high, even if we make that turn. Let me get down to at least 7,000 feet. Okay, if anyone is considering buying the flight panel stream decks profiles, get them. For PMG, it's worth it. FENIX, not so much if you make your own. Oh, really? Because you can customize them, right? So you think the flight panels for the PMG is better? All right, let's go ahead and make our turn over. I still feel like we're high, but I think we'll make it work. 25. What did it say? 255. Gotta clean their water here. It's a little brown. Alright, making our turn, and then we should get vectors, I'm guessing, after this here. Seatbelt signs on. Let's check our speeds again. 133, 129, 124. So I'm going to put in 129 for the V speeds. 14 nautical miles out. Let's go and reduce this a little slower here. That will help with the altitude. 225.
Turn left, heading 225, Delta 1453.
Good vectors from Beyond ATC today. I'm just saying. Even with my screw up. Very good vectors. Yeah, PMG uses K varbs, not L varbs. Harder to understand. Oh, interesting. 170 for the heading. 3,200.
Prepared for arrival. No irregularities to report.
Turn left, heading 170.
All right, and
11 localizer. Descend, maintain
looking good.
3,200 feet. Altimeter 30.
Approach mode is armed.
Delta 1453 heavy.
All right, let's go ahead and drop down to 3,200. Speed brakes disabled. Spoilers are armed. Glide slope's alive. All right, looking good. Airport is where? Airport is... Where the hell's the airport? Oh, right there. There's the airport. Right over there. So we should get the call momentarily about that if we have it in sight. At least a field. Let's go and zoom in here. Glide slope captured.
Delta 1453 Heavy. Airport is at your 10 o'clock, 1 for miles. Report the field in sight.
We have the field in sight, Delta 1453 Heavy. Okay, so we're going to be getting over to the localizer, or yeah, localizer shortly, right?
Cleared visual approach 1-1, Delta 1453 Heavy.
Approach is armed.
New Orleans approach.
There we go. Captured, localizer, and glide slope both captured. Keith, 29 wide-body airlines at the airport with 2 or 3 international gates. Picture that. Holy smokes. 29 wide-body. Yeah, it was mass chaos. I remember that day, man. I remember it like it was yesterday. It's a bad thing to remember, right? But, you know, nevertheless, it's an important memory to remember.
Flaps 1.
All right, flaps 1 are checked. 11 nautical miles out. Let's go flaps 2. Or I guess flaps 5. All right, winds are 20 knots currently. On the ground, though, we're looking at 8 knots and a 5-knot headwind. So it's got a crosswind. Got a crosswind again.
New Orleans Tower, Delta 1453, heavy visual runway 11.
Delta 1453. Heavy New Orleans Tower. Wind 050 at 9er.
They were there for a week? Holy smokes. I'm using my Mobiflight's bad and Stream Deck profile set up for the 777. Gonna be a week of nice sounds. Neo's win. Yeah, as a Canadian, I'm proud of Gander, folks. Alright, gear coming down.
Gear down.
Speed coming down. What did I say
Check
for
the flaps.
129? God, seems so much slower than what we were just doing with the freighter. But we're not carrying all that cargo. Or we got to clear to land runway 11 again, exiting on the right side and then back taxiing on the taxiway.
Cabin crew prepare for landing.
Cabin crew, get your butts on the seats. And flaps 20.
Flaps 20. Speed brake.
Armed.
Flaps 25.
Gear.
Checked.
Flaps.
Set.
And I'm gonna go flaps 30
Flaps
again.
25.
God, it seems so slow for a big old plane.
Flaps 30.
Alright, flaps 30's checked. Autopilot off my aircraft. God, the sounds, man. Everything about the sounds are incredible. Ooh, bouncing us around. You know, you see those videos where like the Boeing pilots are like fighting the yoke, swinging it left to right, back and forward so much. That's kind of what I'm doing now. I'm fighting this one for sure with that wind, that crosswind, 9 knots, but and it's a big plane and it's fighting it pretty hard. I need to get that yoke cam going. Woo, buddy. Steady. Steady it. I don't have the pressure of being on the touchdown zone or center line, since we're not using New Sky for this one, but I still want to keep it that way for practice, right? Yeah, I'm definitely fighting this plane. Or the winds, not the plane. I'm fighting the winds.
Approaching minimum.
I've been visual on this on this flight for the last 4 nautical miles.
Minimums.
Minimums.
Landing.
100.
Just focus on that touchdown zone. That's all I'm watching right now.
50. 30. 20. 10.
Touchdown. Well, why was that all blurry?
Reverse underscore.
Reversers. Reversers stowed. Welcome to New Orleans.
60 knots.
Flaps coming up. Spoilers disengaged.
Delta 1453 heavy. Exit left at Foxtrot.
Why is the, like, it's all blurry here? That's so weird. Oh, we're not cargo no more. We can park over here at the terminal. I forgot we're not cargo. Alright, let's turn those off. Yeah, what the heck's going on here? Oh, bandwidth too low. Ah. Sobo having some problems, eh?
Ground 121.9er, Delta 1453 heavy.
Gotta go, guys. It still happens. Life, what does it say? Life still happens. See y'all again soon. Thanks for coming in, Keith. Thanks for reminding me also about the video. I will definitely be watching it today, I promise. I very much promise you that. That's all looking good. I think on my first flight I had MCAS triggered. That was a fun landing. That's me with a Boeing. That was a very nice landing. That was fun. Alright, looks like the servers are looking better again. I think the international, the big jets park over here anyway, so we're just gonna go over here to this, next to this Delta. And then we'll look real quick and see if the next flight is a shorter hop or not in APL. I'm willing to do one more short flight. Nothing crazy though. Not another 300. I know people are like crazy. Oh man. All right, we're parking over here at Delta 11. This here you're seeing the weird photogrammetry issue. That's Sim Update 4.
Parking brake on.
Parking brake on. Down here at the bottom, let's go to ground. Set shocks. Request the ground power. And that's on. Go on down below here. Actually, hold on. Let's turn off our taxi lights. Taxi lights off. Now let's go on down here. Look how smooth this is. This is crazy. Not use of A. A? Did I say A? Alright, let's clear up beyond ATC. Let's clear up first officer. The next flight I have on the docket here is Memphis to Chattanooga. 235 nautical miles. Let's do it. Let's do a third flight today. Since I'm not likely streaming for a little bit, might as well try to do a long stream today. So we'll do a third flight. 100 again. That's 2 back-to-back 100s. I like it. Landing rate was 241. Alright, so P2 still got me on the two first flights. P2 has me on it. Well done, P2. Well done. Alright, the next flight we're going to take the same... we're going to do the same plane, but we're going to do the Pratt & Whitney versions, the PWs. So we're taking the 200 again. 200 again, but we're going to take the PWs. Alright, so let me get this SimBrief profile set up. Alright, so let's go over here. And we're not doing the RRs, we're doing the PWs. PW, because we haven't heard those yet. Do I have any liveries for this? We got United. And we have United. Let's go with the battleship. Let's go with the good old battleship. All right, we're doing United for this one. KMEMP. All right, then we're doing the PWs. And then UAL. UAL. Generate that. And then we're going to park in the same spot. I think that was right there. Get that going because that might take a minute to get going. Flight level 310. Cool. Oh, that loaded like real fast. Okay. Let's see. Beyond ATC, New Sky, and First Officer. The add-ons galore. Alright, so load on in here. Okay, so with New Sky, I'll show you how to set this up again. So free passenger flight, and then we're going to put in our flight number, which is 1488. We are departing from Memphis. We're going to Chattanooga. We're taking the 777. We're doing the PWs. So if you don't see the plane listed, it's because we don't have it in our fleet. And then departure's at 16:45. That gives us plenty of time. Let's go ahead and start the flight. And that's it. Let it sit in the background, do this thing. And you're good to go. Next, you're going to get my flight plan going with flights in First Officer. 777, Lex. Altitude minimum, our initial is probably going to be 4,000 again. And then we're going to start the flight. That's cooking.
Captain.
Traffic's cooking as well. Let me get my Neofly, or New Sky going. Not New Sky, jeez. Navigraph. Jesus. I can't say it no more. Whoop, can't say it. Keith's not here no more. It's right. It's right. Oh, I don't have views for this plane. Interesting. All right, I got to set views for this plane. So I like that view there. And then I come on down below here. And this should work for number 2. Let me go back to number 1. Go over here for number 3. And we'll put it about right there. So this is my 3rd view. And view number 4 I do back over here. Right there. That's number 4. And then number 5 I do for the tablet here. Number 5. Okay, views are all set. Flight bag, let's go ahead and request the flight plan. There it is, United, perfect, all set there. Let's go over here real quick as well and go to ground, vehicles. Let's release all the vehicles. And then we're going to close all the doors because that takes a little bit of time. All right, an APU is fired up. Let's turn on that guy. Window heat's already on.
Any questions? Feel free to interrupt.
Beacon, logo, wing, strobe, seatbelt sign. We're going to turn to on right away. All right, then we're going to swing on down below here. FMC, position in it. Wait for it to show up here. P2s, I really like the closest. Hold on, what do you say? Get this out of my way. Okay. Am I really a closet Boeing pilot who thinks he's Airbus? That's fantastic. Telling you. Have I not been telling you from the very beginning, P2? Since the day we started chatting? Telling you. You might be a closet Boeing pilot. I'm downloading liveries for the 777. Lex, what did you do to me? I'm telling you. It's Boris. It's Boris, man. It's not me. I am not guilty. Just partly.
I will handle the controls until at least 1,000 feet. After that, we can discuss auto
All right, load the flight.
Ready for IFR clearance to level airport.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Any questions?
No questions. Sounds good. I'll monitor these speeds, call out deviations, and be ready to assist in case of any issues. Ready for departure.
Then is filed. Maintain for 1,000 feet. Departure frequency 2465. Squawk tree 756.
3756, cool. All right, runway 18 center. So the same runway we had earlier. even though
Zone 7, departure
Navi's telling me
within
something
pit 2
else.
transition, then as filed.
But 1/8 center does
Maintain
make
4,000
sense.
feet. Departure frequency 246.
All right, execute this, dude.
3756.
Performance.
United 1488
Control
heavy.
switches.
0 fuel weight. Perfect. Accept this. We're flying up to 310.
Read back correct. Contact ground 1.
Thrust. All right, let's go over here.
Ready for pushback or engine start.
And we can go to performance tools. 1/8 center.
When ready. United 1488 heavy.
Calculate. Takeoff 238. So takeoff 238. Flaps are 5. CGs. 625 for the trim. That's all set in there. Departure 18 via Azone 7. What is it? Pitui? Execute. Alright, legs. That's all set. Alright, and then next we have to do, let's see, before start checklist. Loop says he's heading off. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for the stream, Lex. Have a great weekend, everyone. You as well, Chris. Thanks for coming in as well. Okay, let's go ahead and get auto. Hydraulics are on. Pumps are on. So quiet.
Altitude 10.
Memphis ground, United 1488 heavy, ready to push back and engine start.
Takeoff speeds V1 130 VR 132 V2 139er.
Southeast.
Pushback approved. Face southeast. United 1488 heavy.
Trim set.
I'll be doing trim here momentarily.
Departure briefing completed. Beacon lights on.
Alright, and then start engine. Let's go down here real quick, and let's go to ground.
Go ahead.
Arm all the doors, and then ground, quest, remove that guy. Okay, and then we can go and request a pushback. Pushback commencing. We'll do what we've been doing. We'll start engine number 1. And then we will listen on the inside.
FedEx for 66 heavy, ramp Romeo 15 taxi via hotel November.
Ramp Romeo 15 via hotel November, FedEx 466 heavy.
Engine 2 started.
Okay. They're quiet like the Rolls-Royce as well. Pretty quiet like them as well, but I like it. It definitely has that more like GE kind of heavy thump to it. All right, let's go and do engine number 1. We'll listen to it on the outside.
Engines.
FedEx for 37 heavy, ramp Romeo 16 taxi via Charlie Tango November.
Ramp Romeo 16 via Charlie Tango November, FedEx 437 heavy.
Check the door.
On.
Yeah, I think I like this sound. I like the PW and the GE sounds more. That's just personal, of course. Memphis ground, United 1488 heavy, ready to go run. Ready to taxi to the active. Billy, welcome on in. Happy Saturday.
United 1488 heavy, runway 18
APU.
via Juliet Charlie, Charlie 5.
Runway 18 center taxi via Juliet, Charlie, Charlie 5, United 1488.
Yeah, I personally say the PWs and the GE are the best sounding ones. But again, that's all personal preference.
All engines stabilized.
All right, that's all looking grand there. Normal. Deck's good. Check the V speeds. Trim's been set. Taxi. All right, that's all good there. Anti-ice recalls, flight check. All right, we'll do that next. And then before takeoff, good. And then normal after takeoff checklist. All right, waiting for the APU to turn off. Let's go ahead and taxi. Taxiing Juliet, Charlie, Charlie 5. So exactly what we did for the last flight out of Memphis. Oh yeah, I like these. That sound's still there.
Gate 2 request pushback and engine start.
Brickyard 5608, Memphis ground, pushback approved, face southeast.
Pushback approved, face southeast.
Yeah, that weird whirling thing is still there in this engine too. Very interesting. So when you pull back out of the power, that sound's there. Very peculiar. Oh, I see multiplayer's working. Got Geek Mouse out there in the distance. Default cabin, flying in the 350, I think. 350, 1000.
Off.
Alright, taxi checklist is next.
Taxi lights.
On.
Anti-ice.
Set.
Recall.
Checked.
Auto brakes.
It's so interesting. I don't know if you can hear it. What is it? Auto brakes, RTO? I said that, didn't I? Yeah, RTO.
Rejected takeoff.
Flight control test. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Neutral. Full forward. Full back.
Checked.
All right, takeoff loads are
Cabin
next.
secure.
I gotta change the runway.
Roger. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon.
18 center.
On behalf of the entire flight crew, welcome on board.
Okay,
For our departure,
got that updated.
a couple of light bumps are possible. Rest assured, your crew will work to maintain a comfortable flight. Once again, welcome on board.
Airplane mode once we reach cruising altitude. Once again, welcome on
I'd be
board.
curious, like those who have listened to all of the engine variants now, so we've heard mostly all of it. You know, we haven't fully heard the PWs yet, but I think we have a pretty good idea that's going to sound very similar to the GEs now. Which one is your preference? I'm still going with the GE as my favorite. There's just something about those, the roar and the power of those engines. The PWs are nice as well, but they don't seem as strong.
United 1488 heavy, hold position. Call you back.
Hold position?
Hold position, United 1488 heavy.
I'm not holding, there's no planes around. This is guy back here.
United 1488 heavy, contact Memphis Tower 119.7.
P2's playing Age of Mythology. Ooh. I forgot to buy that during the Steam sale, so I'll have to get it for the next one. Memphis Tower, United 1488 Heavy, ready to go runway 18 center.
Cabin crew prepare for takeoff.
1488 Heavy, number 2 for departure. Hold short 18 center.
Alright, so that United behind us is going to go first.
Landing lights.
United 1488 heavy.
Approaching runway 18.
So we're going to go over here to Charlie 6 instead, since they'll probably get 5. We'll hold for them. Beyondatc's been doing that recently.
370, visual runway 18 left.
Alright, got that all turned on.
370 Memphis Tower, wind 170 at 3.
Alright, come on, United. Move your ass.
To land. Runway 18 left, clear to land. November 26, 370.
Or is that Delta? Maybe that was Delta. If we're in their way, we're just going to kill them out. I'm hoping they're turning to Charlie 5.
Memphis Tower, FedEx 872 heavy. Visual
Yeah.
runway 18
Okay, cool. Let's go, Delta. You're holding up the traffic.
Runway 18 left cleared to land. FedEx 872 heavy.
They got clearance to take off? When the hell was that? They were way over here. That's garbage.
United 1488 Heavy, Memphis Tower, wind 170 at 3, RNAV to ribs, runway 18 center, cleared for takeoff.
And they're clearing us for takeoff. The sequencing are a little off.
RNAV to ribs, cleared for takeoff. United 1488
Alright, I'm gonna
heavy.
bump up the volume, let you listen to the PW engines.
FedEx 437 Heavy, Memphis Tower, continue.
Wilco FedEx 437 Heavy.
Stabilized. Thrust set.
Check.
Speed alive.
Check.
80 knots.
Check.
V1, rotate. Positive rate. Gear up.
I love the rattling.
For 100 feet.
FedEx 437 Heavy, wind 170 at 3, runway 18 center, cleared to land.
Runway 18 center cleared to land. FedEx 437
Acceleration altitude.
United 1488 Heavy, contact Memphis departure.
It's interesting, they're doing 1/8 center for takeoff and landing.
Heavy. See you. Memphis departure. United 1488 heavy, 2,400 feet.
United 1488 Heavy, Memphis departure.
We're at 3,000 feet almost.
15,000.
Climb and maintain 15,000. United 1488 heavy.
I have to check to see what profile. I don't know if it's. I'm gonna go ahead and go AP on. I'm gonna check. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Okay. Flight Sim or FS Realistic does have the freighter version still connected for this one. Okay, cool. We were cleared up to 15. So now we hit this button, right? And then we're cleared up to, I'm going to put in 31, since that's our cruising altitude for this flight. What's this stuck on? It said flaps in gear. Flaps are up. Gear is up. But first officer is broken.
Gear. Up.
Okay. That's weird. That's weird. Alright, good departure out of Memphis.
Check the flaps.
Why? The flaps are checked. I'm visually inspecting the flaps. The flaps are up. The one thing I wish that PMDG would offer with their planes is a way to remove the cabin. And maybe that would gain a little bit of FPS for some people. I don't have the issue needing it as of right now. But with, you know, Sim Update 3, absolutely. So runway 2 is what we're expecting. And transition is none, I think.
Passing 10,000 feet.
Yeah, no transition. Execute. Which means we'll get a vector down the road here. 10,000 feet, landing lights coming off. It's up. Off, 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 off. Alright, that's all off. Cool. And zoom on out a little bit. Our ETA for the arrival, haven't got anything yet from APL. But we go to progress here, and we're looking at 1731 for the arrival. As of right now, 1731. And the time is over here. So, about 40 minutes or so. Okay, while we're cruising on out of here, out of Memphis, I'm going to step away for a few moments, and then we'll come on back, and we should be probably at top of climb. And it's a short little flight, so then we'll be on descent. So I'll be right back.
Contact Memphis Center 18625, United 1488 Heavy, have a good one. Memphis Center, United 1488. Heavy, good day. Passing 1313,100 for 1515,000 direct town.
United 1488 Heavy, Memphis Center. Climb, maintain flight level 310.
Climb, maintain flight level 310, United 1488 Heavy.
Memphis Center, Air Shuttle 6120, flight level 319er.
Air Shuttle 6120, Memphis Center, radar contact.
Transition altitude.
Checked.
United 1488 Heavy, contact Memphis Center 134.65.
Center on 134.65, United 1488 Heavy. Memphis Center, United 1488. Heavy, through flight level 190 for flight level 310.
United 1488 Heavy, Memphis Center.
Okay, so we're like 5,000 nautical miles away from our top of climb. And if we stick with runway 2, I'm going to swing on over to the left for the arrival. Now, we don't really have any charts we can look at for this flight. The arrival, we don't have a star. We have runway 2, airport, and we can go ahead and grab this guy here. Go to pinned, and go to airport, and we can see all our parking spots here. Runway 2 is right here. We are a commercial flight, not a cargo. Remember that, you goof? So exit all the way at the end. Probably Delta here, but we might take Bravo because Delta's going to be a little tight to turn. We'll see. But we'll try to make Delta. Park here. If not, we'll take Bravo and then just park on over here. For the approach itself, ILS number 2. 2,300 feet. Course is 022, and the ILS will automatically be dialed in. Minimums are 883. So you put in on minimums here. 833.
Delta 1362 heavy contact Memphis.
Too far.
120.075. Contact Memphis. Center 120.075. Delta 1362.
All right, 833's popped in the box. And again, we don't have much of a climb here. I'm expecting us to stay with runway 2 because it's a tailwind, or sorry, it's a headwind of 9 knots. I can't see us making any kind of a big change from that point.
We hope you enjoy today's flight. We'll certainly do our best to make it as enjoyable as possible. When the seatbelt sign is off, you're free to get up and move about the cabin. However, when seated, please keep your seatbelts fastened as turbulence can occur.
It does look like it knows. I don't remember if I heard these sounds on the freighter version, so it must know that this is not a freighter plane. Maybe I did hear him, I just blocked him out.
United 1488. Heavy, good day, flight level 310.
Alright, friendly reminder, there is no stream tomorrow. I know we've been doing streams on Sundays for a while, but no stream tomorrow. And then for the next several weeks, it's probably going to be afternoon streams. At least for me, afternoon streams. And more so like evening streams, honestly. And it's going to be really... I'll try to get it planned as early as I can, but, you know, maybe a half hour to an hour notice, depending on how things go. You know, obviously, unless some big plane comes out, I'm not really going to push hard for streaming as I adjust to this new schedule for the next couple weeks. But obviously, we will likely have some mornings in there from time to time, but it's going to be pretty inconsistent for the morning. But we'll do the best we can. We'll keep flying. You know, if everything fails during the week, we'll do Sundays still, because I don't work Sundays, so I'll do Sundays for sure, but I want to still try to stream at least once or twice during the week time, at the minimum. But again, this first week and second week are probably going to be a little bit unique as I make the adjustments with that. Let's go and get Volanta updated here at the top. The map. There we go. Chattanooga. I would never have known Chattanooga even exists if we didn't make a trip through Chattanooga on our way to Florida once. Would had no idea that this even existed. And then I started flying into Chattanooga a lot in the sim, and I was like, oh wow, this is hilarious. I just recently drove through there, and now I've been flying a lot through there. It must have been the airline I picked with APL. That's my guess. And I think that once Fly-to-Line adds freighters, once they add cargo routes like FedEx, DHL, UPS, I think I'll go over to Fly-to-Line and use that for a bit. But I'm having a blast with the FedEx routes. I really am. This has been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I like flying out of Memphis. It's the centralist part of the east side. But there are still hops over on the west coast. There's all these international flights we've been doing. Mexico, South America. Oh no, not South America. Mexico and Europe. Oh wait, didn't we do South America? Was that a FedEx flight, or was that just a fun flight? I think this is a fun flight. I'm assuming they do fly in South America. Well, they fly to South America, probably. Probably Memphis to like Colombia or something like that, right? But it's been really fun flying these FedEx routes. I don't have as much fun with the UPS routes, honestly. Like, I flew for them for a little bit, but the FedEx ones are just... they're everywhere. They're like the perfect, happy little route. Alright, once we hit top of descent here, I'm going to monitor the speed, the altitude really carefully, though. Because I have a feeling that it's not going to be quite correct with the vertical navigation. We'll keep an eye on that as we get closer into Chattanooga.
Memphis Center, Delta 2778, descending the Avance Tree, flight level 240.
And ETA for top of descent is about 7 minutes from now. Arrivals within about a half hour. That's 3 days in a row, or no, 2 days in a row, 3 flights, right? I think we only did 2 on Thursday. But hey, here's the thing. We streamed for... I was off work. I'm technically off work for 9 days. We will have streamed for 7 out of the 9 days. 7 out of those 9 days. That's pretty good. And if it wasn't for my doctor's appointment on the Wednesday, we would have definitely streamed 8 out of the 9 days. But I always kind of said that, I always thought in my head at least, the Sunday would probably be off limits just because I want to kind of relax, relax, and, you know, just do some simming on my own. And just kind of enjoy the last final day of vacation before all hell breaks loose. And then back to the work. But I might actually, I don't know, I'm contemplating maybe taking another vacation. Not a week one probably, but half week or something. Maybe the first week of December. I have some more time to burn, so I might do another one then. We were going to have like a gathering for Thanksgiving. Like a Friendsgiving. But because my wife's new job, it didn't work out with scheduling, so we're likely not doing that. So, and I have a lot of things going on next year though, so I should probably be careful. Be careful how much time I take off. I'll have to go when I get back to work. I'll have to check to see what vacation time I have available. But I think I was planning to probably have another week and a half or 2 weeks. I can check now, but I don't think it's going to be fully updated with what I've taken at this very moment.
Delta 555 Heavy, contact Memphis Center 118.625. Have a good one.
Center on 118.625, Delta 555 Heavy.
Yeah, I don't think it's taken out what I've taken now. We'll expect radar vectors runway 2 for for United 1488 Heavy. So that would leave me with about a week after this vacation's over with, about a week worth of vacation time. That means I'm building another
Center 120.8, United 1488 Heavy.
about 2 days worth.
Memphis Center, United 1488.
So I could probably take off
flight level 310.
2 additional days, take a long weekend. Take like Thursday, Friday off, and then have the weekend off. Or take off Monday, Tuesday of the following week. We'll see. We'll see. I'm kind of planning things around the WinWing throttle quadrant when that comes out. If I can get an announcement and at least an estimated ETA for the arrival, then I can plan that. Because I definitely want to take some time off for that one. At least a day. At least a day. Give me a day. That's all I ask. A day. Let me enjoy it. I like this music. By the way, all this music is AI generated. All AI. 100% AI. Very, very cool. Alright, top descent is coming up pretty quickly. I don't think we're gonna get it, so I'm probably gonna have to request it, and it's gonna say, you know, landing runway 2. Like it does. Whenever there's no star, that's when it kind of does that. It just tells you landing runway blah blah blah.
The final approach course is 1 9er. The minimum altitude is 2 0 0. Our approach speed.
Heavy level airport landing runway 2.
Yeah, there it is. Level airport landing runway 2. So that's telling me that we can probably descend at our own pace at this point. What do we got going on here? Reset the altitude. Oh wow, gave us descent. All right. We'll wait a little bit, let it do it on its own. That's still about 100 nautical miles out. So I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, well, you know, if I got rid of my yoke and I went joystick, I'd had so much space on my desk for the Boeing panel. But then I was thinking this. Then I gotta reach forward and do the switches. And I know that's how they do it in real life, but I'm lazy. And I like just being able to sit here and not have to reach. This is the things I have to deal with, folks. Alright, so we are getting close to top of descent, and the plane will decelerate, and then we'll start its descent down. So at KT up there, it's going to drop us down to 14. We're clear down to 12. I'm going to go ahead and just put in 12 for that descent. So we popped it in there, execute. Now it's going to drop us down to 12,000. And it might be an aggressive descent initially, but then it will level out since I changed it by 2,000 feet. Alright, everything's looking pretty good. Got a little bit of clouds there in Chattanooga. Weather though is looking pretty good. Yeah, scattered at 600. It's gonna be a little bit foggy coming on in. Scattered again at 1500 and then broken at 25. Temperature's 23, so it may be a little bit hazy coming on in, but it shouldn't be too terrible.
Contact Nashville approach Southwest 1322. Have a good one.
So we'll, again, keep a tight eye on this here. 12,000, then we gotta drop down to, what was it, 2,000? 3,000. So between here and here, we gotta drop down 900 feet, or sorry, 9,000 feet. It's an awful lot to try to drop down. Oh, that's not right. Yeah, 9,000, yeah, that's right. So we'll see how it works out. The Midwest is so boring. It's so flat, and there's nothing ever going on here. You know, you got a little bit of hills here and there, but it's just flat. And you go down to where Irishman is in Florida, and you know, it's just water everywhere, swamp water everywhere.
ladies and gentlemen. We've started our initial descent and plan to arrive at the gate in 25 to 30 minutes. We've enjoyed having you on board today and hope you'll choose to fly with us again in the near future. We'll have you on the ground shortly.
I tell you what, I love flying with Flight Sim First Officer. It's fantastic. There are so many add-ons I'm running right now, but like all of them are really, really cool. Flight Sim First Officer for all the switches and notifications, stuff like that. Obviously, we have Beyondatc doing this ATC stuff. We have APL and New Sky for career tracking. FS Realistic for the movements in the cockpit, and then Real Turb in the background for the actual turbulence. And then not even to mention auto FPS is in the background. And then I also have what's it called? Mobiflight going as well. And then Volanta. There's so many add-ons running in the background on top of the sim. Irishman has Cabby going. I thought about Cabby, but I don't know. There was a time where I really, really liked announcements. I really, really liked all the announcements when flying. But now that I'm with, like, FedEx with APL, it'd be weird having announcements. And I think Cabby's, if you're willing to pay the subscription, or even if you're willing to pay the one-time fee for it, you're not going to get as many features as if you pay for the subscription. But I feel like it's definitely worth it. The same developer that made the toolbar I use up here. Or no, hold on. What is it? No, it's a briefing panel, right? Yeah, the briefing panel. The same developer that makes the briefing panel also made Cabby. And the briefing panel is really, really good. And the briefing panel is 100% free. So they definitely have given back to the community. I just like that I can record my own voice and AI will generate it. I wouldn't want to listen to my voice. I don't know how you all listen to my voice. Or maybe I'm doing one of those voice clone thingies. It's not even my voice. I'm actually talking, but it's coming out someone else's voice. Ooh. Ever think about that? So if you're unfamiliar with this Soundpack, you can go on down here. Oh, I should have had those on. Dang. You can turn on the PA announcements. Oh, which one is it? One of these is PA. I don't remember which one it is. Like the you can hear the passenger, cabin crew. This one here is headphone mode. So it simulates that there's the headphones on your head. Every plane should offer a headphone simulation button. Ideally, if you can make it one of the buttons up here, make it a screw or something, make it this screw and just tap on that. That'd be fantastic. Down here's not bad either. It's get a quick view and you're all set. But every developer should offer that in every plane. All right, 11,000 feet. And our approach flows will be starting. We should get vectors after KT. And we're awfully high, so I'm going to go ahead and go to manual at this point, and we're going to go ahead and reduce at 2200. Reduce our speed down to 250. Let's update our approach speeds. So hit this button here, 129 on that. Let's go to normal. Recalls check for descent. Notes, auto brakes, landing, we have that information. Approach, we just had that briefing. Altimeters are going to be 3006.
United 1488.
3006, perfect. Approach is set. And then we go into landing. Alright, that's a little better on the approach. Let's go ahead and bring out those speed brakes just a little bit. Slow us down. It does kind of suck this plane. The Soundpacks came out because now I don't want to fly the MD-11. You know what I mean? We just got the MD-11 this week thanks to the community, and now I don't want to even fly it because the Soundpack is so cool. And I'm just having a blast flying the 777. Just a blast. It's a fun plane. I still will say this. I still don't expect the 2024 version of the 737 to come out until after the release or on the release of Sim Update 4. Mark my words. I don't see it happening. And they even kind of gave you a subtle hint in their last chat, which was that Sim Update 4 beta is looking promising. Or something like that. I don't remember what their exact words were, but they mentioned Sim Update 4 beta. That's working really well on it or something. But they know just as well as every one of us know that Asobo does like to change things. Chill. 105 for the heading?
Turn right, heading 105, United 1488 Heavy.
Delta 2681, contact Memphis Center 132.1. Contact Memphis Center 132.1, Delta 2681. Have a good day.
5,000 feet before the approach flow start with Flight Sim First Officer.
Contact Chattanooga approach, United 1488.
Alright, that's about 30 nautical miles out for us to drop quite a bit, so I'm going to go ahead and adjust the vertical speed even more. Speed at that speed brakes again. We'll reduce our speed. And let's go ahead and put in 3,000 in the box because I know that's where we're eventually going to get. And see how we're looking. Okay, vertical speed's looking good actually. Just watching that arch right here, right? The arc. Just pulling it out a little bit there. And at Moritz, 3,000 as well. Oh no, Moritz will be at 2,300. Okay, so this, we'll keep where we are now for the vertical speed. And we'll get the music off here just a little bit.
United 1488 Heavy, descend maintain 3,700.
Descend maintain 3,700. United 1488 Heavy.
Are switched off and secured for landing. We'll be on the ground soon.
Okay, 3,700 for the arrival. About 1,000 feet, the approach is going to start. I'm going to keep 3,000 in the box.
Altimeters.
Set.
Okay, 10,000 feet coming up. Landing lights, turn-offs, taxis are all on. I don't think we could do any of, you know, so we did. What was it? Was it yesterday? No, it wasn't yesterday, right? Thursday? Thursday, I think we did 3 flights. Back to back to back with no sim restart. We're doing 3 flights today, back to back to back, no restart. Now, granted, they're all in the same aircraft for the most part, just different variants. But on Thursday, it was not. On Thursday, we did different planes, right? We did a 319, we did a 320, and did we do a MAX? No, we did a CRJ, right? Or was that yesterday? I can't remember now. Mix it all up. But either way, it's cool to have that now that we don't have to restart as much with the sim, with Sim Update 4. Okay, readjusting the vertical speed. Spoilers are going away. Our speed brakes are going away. Okay, looking really, really good on this approach. Airport is going to be over yonder somewhere. I think it's like... I know it's not in the water, or next to the... Well, it's next to the water. I just don't remember if it's before or after the water. Might be right here. Can't remember. Billy says I flew to Seattle last night and had icing conditions. First officer between approach and landing, it kept saying anti-ice on over and over again until I started the next phase. Oh, jeez. It can be annoying at times. There's no doubt about that. It's definitely far from perfect. But I like it, even with its little hiccups. If you hold Control-Alt, it will bypass whatever error it is giving you. Typically, whatever checklist is stuck on, it will bypass that one check. It'd be nice if you can hit that, make that as a button, like a, button on your controller. It'd be kind of cool. All right, we're gonna silence the band. Band is silenced as we come in for the arrival for our third airport of the day, our third flight of the day. And then we should be getting close to ILS situation. Incoming call from the cabin.
Go ahead.
Cabin prepared for arrival. No irregularities to report.
Best tool out there to help with flows. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, I use it, I don't know if I use it the way you're technically supposed to use it. I use it more of like a checklist for me. I don't know if there's a technical way to actually use it, the best way to use it, right? Because it's your program, you bought it, you want to use it the way you want to. And I love that they give you the options to customize it the way you want to. So like I said, I use it mostly for just confirming that I have things done. Because when you switch between different planes so many times, different SOPs for the different planes, you could challenge things, right? I think it's great. V6 also has changed so much and fixed so much for me personally. All right, 2500 call. Let's reduce the vertical speed a little bit. And we haven't gotten intercept the localizer just yet. Irishman says you might have to try it again. I think you should, Irishman. V6 is much improved. Much, much improved. And I can show you, I can give you my flow if you want to. If you're like me and like to do everything on your own, certainly use my flow. I need to update them and put them in the Discord. I wish there was an easier way to do the flows, like custom flows for people. Alright, speed brakes are stowed. And speed brakes are armed. 129, so 134 for the arrival. I'm going to go ahead and arm the approach now. I have a feeling it's not going to be correct with the vector, but we'll see. Alright, Making the turn on over, flaps coming down. Yeah, we didn't get the vector, so...
United 1488 Heavy, descend maintain 2,200 feet.
Descend maintain 2,200 feet. United 1488 Heavy.
United 1488 Heavy, airport is at your 11 o'clock.
Alright, airport's right there.
Report the field in sight.
We have the field in sight. United 1488 Heavy.
United 1488 Heavy, cleared visual approach runway 2.
Alright, clear for the visual.
Cleared visual approach 2. United 1488 Heavy.
Alright, localizers captured. Just waiting for glide slope next.
Heavy, contact Chattanooga Tower 118.3.
Over to Tower 118.3.
2500.
United 1488 Heavy.
Runway's there. And then what did I say
Tower,
for exiting for the
United
runway?
1488. Heavy visual runway 2.
Oh, we're exit to the right, yeah. Delta or Bravo?
United 1488 Heavy, Chattanooga Tower, wind 020 at 9er, runway 2 cleared to land.
Runway 2 cleared to land.
Runway 2 cleared to land. United 1488 Heavy.
Okay, looking good. Let's reduce our speed.
Glide slope captured.
Looking grand. Alright, let's go ahead and get that gear down so we can slow down just a little bit more. Got a headwind of 15 knots right now. They're saying it's going to be a 9 knots headwind.
Speed brake.
Armed.
Gear.
Checked.
Okay, I'm going to go and bump up the volume so you can all hear the arrival.
Set.
Watch the airspeed. Cabin crew prepare for landing.
1,000.
Alright, AP off, your AP off my aircraft.
Watch the airspeed.
Doesn't like the airspeed this low. In the 200s.
Approaching minimums.
Minimums.
Landing.
Minimums. $50, $30, $20, $10.
Hold it. Let it settle.
Speed brakes up.
Settle a little hard. 187 though, I'll take it. Versus coming up.
Underscore normal.
Alright, that's our best landing today. 187. Alright, versus stowed. We're going to take exit
60 knots.
Bravo down here. And let's bring back the volume.
Exit right at Bravo.
Exit right at Bravo, United 1488 Heavy.
All right, that was a good landing. That's 3 good flights, 3 good landings today. I'll take them. All of them are really, really good. Landing lights are off. Runway lights are off.
On runway 20.
Just click something back on, didn't it? I gotta figure out why it's doing that. It's definitely doing it on the after landing. Turn lights off. Or turn lights on. Interesting. If I have these turned on, the runway turn-offs, then APL will ding me. Alright, we're gonna try to park over here since this is a big old plane. I think this is the best place for us to go. Flaps are all up, spoilers are disarmed, all looking grand there. I think this is a freeware on flightsim.to. I think so, at least. Alright, taxi lights are coming off. We're gonna park next to this little American. Alright, over here we're going to go ahead and go to main menu, and we're going to go to ground, set the chocks, request a ground power up here at the top. Let's go external power on. Go on down below here, engine 1 and 2 are disconnected. We'll listen to that, roll on down. And then we'll see what our scores are. So we'll start up with New Sky. So we'll close out of this flight. And New Sky's flight today was a 10 on the score. Fantastic. Like to see that. Landing rate, or so we made 27,000, almost 28,000 on this flight. For Irishman, 187 for the landing rate. Challenging conditions. Very good flight with New Sky. That helps a lot with the money for one flight. And then APL is the second dude. We're going to check. Here's my second flight I have on the, or my next flight I have on the deck, which I'm going to do. Vegas to Reno, but I'm not going to do it on stream. This is the last one for the day. And we are another 100. All 300s for today's flights. Very cool. Very, very cool. And a 105 is what APL said. A 105 for the landing rate. I will take it. Not bad. Now, there are 2 events. There's one going on today, or is it one tomorrow? Yeah, one today and one tomorrow. So for those who are interested in APL, there are 2 events. There's this first one here, Portugal. This is a really cool airport to go out of too, as well. So this is 603 nautical miles. So a very cool airport. I don't think they'd really work for 777. At least this guy here. And then tomorrow's is the big Sunday tour one. And this one is 800 nautical miles. So for me, it's a long haul. Detroit to New Orleans, which we landed there today. So the payout's 500 and 200 there. So if you're ever interested in doing any of the events, they have those right here on the side of New Sky. Let's see, stop the flow in that. We're going to close out of that guy. So I want to appreciate everyone coming in today. I want to appreciate everyone coming in all week long. This has been a lot of fun on my vacation. I was just telling my wife I want to do these more often. Just staycations, right? I don't do these very often. I've taken long weekends because, you know, whatever's going on in life. But I want to do these more because this has been really, really fun. Just to kind of do a couple streams or do a couple hours worth of streams every day. And just enjoy hanging out with y'all. It's been a blast. It's been a pleasure. Pop into Discord. We have a fantastic, friendly Discord with lots of help, lots of conversation, lots of flight simming, and lots of other things going on in there as well. That's where you'll see me for the most part of next week. I'll again try to do a stream or 2 during the week, but that's if the week allows it. The highest chance will definitely be Monday through Wednesday this week. Thursday and Friday, probably not, unless there's something big that comes out. You know, some new big flight sim, something that I'm interested in. It's probably going to end up being somewhere between Monday and Wednesday next week that I stream during the afternoon time. Likely there'll be no morning ones next week at all, except for the weekend. I'll try Saturday and Sunday perhaps, but that we'll see how things go. But thanks everyone for coming in. We'll see everyone in Discord or on the next stream. Take care.